Beep boop, beep boop. Wait for the thing to actually load. I do wonder if I should reduce the size of the screen again. But no one has seemed to mind so far, so not really that big of a deal. Oh, I did forget to do it. I forgot to plug this in. And I also forgot to reset the death counter. I do not have 50 strikes against me. I think. Not that it matters, but if I have one gimmick I'm gonna stick with, it's that one. Even if it's not accurate. Does this work? Yes. Yes, it does. Now I just need to fix this stinking squeaky chair. It annoys me all day, every day, for eternity. But outside of ordering a new one, which will inevitably fall apart, there's nothing I can do. I don't know what I prefer between this game and the last game. The last game had a completely silent title screen. No noise whatsoever unless you pressed a button. This one has this. Does that sound good? Actually, I don't know if it's... Probably not as loud for everyone on the VOD, but boy is it loud. Welcome back to the magical turnabout. Yeah, it's magic. This is magic, you're gathering, and you're all quite the cards. But hello, Gum. Hope you're having a good day. Are you ready for a magic trick? I'm about to make this title screen disappear. And probably murder. No, maybe it'll be a theft. Maybe someone will steal Trucy's hat. Which is a crime, of course. In case you missed it last time. Trucy in Wonderland.
Behold my might.
With the Dragon of the Opera. Why does he have a giant nose horn? Ha ha!
Shame on you, Mr. Rias! No! Using magic for evil!
No! Headwear, my one weakness. April 27th, 10 a.m. Penrose Theater. Stage. Do they have magic shows at 10 a.m.? That seems more like an afternoon thing. And that's how the evil magician, Mr. Rias, was captured. Why is that lady sawed in half? See you for Act 2, everybody, starting now. Brava! Brava, Trucy! Also, Athena's here already. Wow, Paula, wasn't that a great trick? You bet! Never seen such great magic act. Did you know they even featured Trucy's show on the TV this morning? That's not good. Penrose Theater. A well-known gateway to success for entertainers. She has her own poster and everything. Hello, Sivia. Do you own that poster? I can't read what it says from this angle. Trucy in Grandma Land? It'll get you in your evil magic ways, Trucy. Grammary Land. I was close. Here at this famous theater, we'll finally get to see... There it is. Trucy Wrights, Trucy in Grammary Land. Alright, so the guy in the mask is gonna murder someone, right? The long-awaited revival of the Magic Troop Gramarye. And who knows? You can obviously trust someone with half a face. Wow, that explains why there's a TV crew here to cover the show. If he murders Trucy, though, I'll kill him. This is the perfect opportunity to promote the Wright Anything Agency, too. After all, people look up to things they see on TV, right? Wouldn't they be looking up at the talent part, and not the law part of our agency? Mamma mia, you're right. We'd get nothing but requests from Trucy's fans, wouldn't we? Oh well, guess we'll just have to make it the old-fashioned way. My name's Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. I'm a rookie lawyer with only about 2 years of experience under my belt. I think that's enough to call yourself just a lawyer. Here to see Trucy's magic show. She's a fellow member of our agency, though she does nothing law-related that I'm aware of. Came on behalf of our boss, Mr. Wright, who's away on a trip. Oh, did you hear, Apollo? Even though it's only her debut, her shows are completely sold out. I wonder if they filmed it for Phoenix. He would want to see it. What? Really? That's amazing! Viola, a star is born. Who knows how far she'll go? Maybe she'll go all the way to the moon. Wait, that's closer than a star. Darn it. At this rate, nothing in the world can stop us. Wahaha. You really realize it has nothing to do with you, right? This is Athena Sykes. She's another member of our agency. She's a more rookie lawyer. May not look it, but she's just 19 years old. It's been a year. She's a lawyer as well. What do you mean she may not look it? Of course I look the part. Care to explain how you read my mind exactly? Oh, come on, have a heart. Stop treating me like a child. That gadget around Athena's neck that spoke just now, that's Widget. Widget helps Athena out with her special field of expertise, antithetical psychology. I also have the habit of blurting out whatever Athena's really thinking. He didn't really do that much in Dual Destinies, but... yeah, this little guy can be unruly at times. Hey, upgrade me already. I deserve legs! Show's over. Your attention, please. The show will restart after a 20-minute intermission, where someone will die. We ask that you please be back in your seats before the next act. And please stop dropping popcorn in the floor. Thank you. Yeah, probably like a dozen times, but... you know... I'm sure there was probably some extra dialogue I could have found that where he said something. If I presented more stuff to her. Hey, why don't we go say hi to Trucy in her dressing room during the break? Oh yeah, let's go see the big star. I'm so nervous, what should I say to her? Whatever you usually say to her at the office every day? Like, hello? And stop turning my food into a magic show? That's what I say. Or, hey sis? What are those tiny rabbits? Why is one of them blue? There's another poster of 4 other magicians. This is Trucy's dressing room. Looks like she's busy over there with someone. Looks like our office. Could you sign this, please, ma'am? Sure thing. Just one sheet in this clipboard, right? I better not read it. Performance contract. That's not good. A fan asking for Trucy's autograph, maybe? I don't think so. Looks like some kind of contract, considering it says performance contract. Thank you very much. I'll get this to the producer right away. Great, thanks. Oh! Polly! Athena, you came. Of course. Congratulations on your big debut. Heh. Thanks. Who was that just now, by the way? Somebody from Take-Two TV. I don't like that name. They want to turn my magic show into a TV special. They're planning to broadcast it nationwide. Across this nation, can you imagine? Wow, you really are a big star. Hey, can I get your autograph later, Trucy? Athena, we see each other every day. My signature's in high demand today. What if she got a magic card? And then she could sign the magic card. What's that Yu-Gi-Oh card with the hats? Just want that card, but with Trucy's hat. Do you like the one too, Polly? Yeah, actually, I would. Oops! Looks like I ran out of flyers, so I'll have to sign your forehead instead. Hey, look, I can sign it twice! Is it just magical hats? And hello, Phoenix. I thought there was some other part to it. Maybe I'm thinking of a different card. There's too many hats. Hey, knock it off! Just forget about the autograph. This is Trucy Wright, my apparent sister. She's a magician and Mr. Wright's adopted daughter. She's becoming quite renowned in the magic world these days for her impressive skills. Times were simpler. Times were simpler when we could attack the moon. A lot of people get this wrong, but Apollo's actual job was being my magic assistant. No, you're the one who gets it wrong. White magical hat? The name sounds familiar for the card, but I can't picture it. He's just Tuxedo Mask, but white. No, white. Tuxedo Mask is just white magical hat, but black. And red? I haven't seen Tuxedo Mask in a while. Oh, think you can do that trick you always do at the office for me, Trucy? Okay. Behold, the wondrous magic that can make anything disappear. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! I don't think you can show that trick on TV. My magic panties are an extra-dimensional galaxy. Brava, Trucy, brava, but also I need that back. Okay, but why do you always have to make my attorney's badge disappear? That's because after everyone in the Wright Anything Agency, you're the one I get the best reaction out of. That doesn't make my poor badge feel any better. Do I have it back? Is it gone? No. Okay, it's still here. The important thing to do. Oh, your attorney's badge. Does mean you want me to... I knew I shouldn't have done that. Hey, why'd you put it away? I made it disappear. Fine, if that's the way you're gonna be. Dang it. 3, 2, 1. It's gone. Hey, don't make it... Wait, my badge is still here. That was my badge, Trucy. Good. Now we're even. Does Trucy have a fake badge? Thanks again for inviting us, Trucy. Thank you for coming. Your show sure packs a wallop. Nearly fell out of my seat when that dragon showed up. Oh, is that what it actually looked like? It looks a lot cuter from this angle. Although the weird swirly nose is still strange. When it attacked you? Woo! And she has the magician's badge. And hello, Flammer. I hope you're having a good day. I was terrified, even though I knew it was all just part of the show. That's good, because that trick is the crowning glory of Act 1. I'm really glad you're enjoying the show. I heard your shows are completely sold out, Trucy. Do we sound the same? Say your fans are all over the tickets in the instant they became available. Like hungry wolves going after their prey. Had a blood test earlier today. Did you identify that you have blood? Watch out for vampires. Shelly the Killer has an assassin badge. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up again. Maybe he will now, though. Watch out for butlers. Sound like you made a loyal pack of followers for yourself already, Trucy. Got an O on the test for outstanding? Great job. But you two are the only ones who got a special VIP invitation from me. I would have invited some other person, but he went off to go check with his friend in another country. Today's just a dress rehearsal for the performance staff, family, and friends. A general probe, huh? That's what they call it in Germany. Why do you know that? The real show is until the day after tomorrow. By the way, are you going to finally do your magic trick on stage after the break? Sorry to poison anyone who just came to see my magic. But my next trick is completely new! It's debuting today! No one's gonna die! Someone's gonna die. New trick, huh? You gonna chop Apollo up into little lawyer bits? Funny, I don't recall ever agreeing to anything like that. We already had one person framed for murder. Someone named I'll Be Your Guide. I'm waiting for Reyes' last name to drop. I'm sure it's something ridiculous. Reyes Murder. I'd hope it's something dragon related, though. He did turn into a dragon. Huh, well that does sound like a good idea. It doesn't. Today's trick's gonna be a totally new troop Grammary original. The entire future of the troop is riding on the success of this special new trick. How so? This show is really important to me. It isn't like any of the other shows I've done. As the rightful heir to the troop Grammary repertoire of magic, this show is my first chance to unveil the tricks I've inherited. Troop Grammary, huh? Yeah, I have a poster of them hanging right over there. There they are. Don't really trust the guy with the mask still. Kinda stands out. But also, I don't trust anyone with a nose hair mustache either. It feels like it's been ages since I've seen a picture of him. Troop Grammary was a group of magicians who dominated the magic world in their day. Trucy's the sole heir of the troop's entire repertoire of stage magic. Huh? Who's the guy in the green and the purple on the left there? Ah, that's the great Mr. Reyes, the other magician in today's show. But, you know, younger. He used to belong to Troop Grammary too a long time ago. Hey, so tell us more about the special magic going to be revealed today. It's a secret Troop Grammary trick, left behind by my late granddaddy Magnifi Grimaire. Never been performed before, so it's the first time it'll be seen by the public. The grand unveiling, huh? No wonder she's been working so hard. Now she's over here. Well, I better get going. Huh? Where to? To practice my act, of course. The show's only a few days away. Like how we're having a flashback to a place we haven't seen in this game yet. If you're new to the series, you have no idea where this is. Really pushing yourself. Didn't you practice until late last night, too? Yep, because everything's got to be just right. Lucy inherited all the Troop Grammary's magic tricks from her father when he died. Although Mr. Wright's still alive. And the troop's entire legacy is now resting on her shoulders. No wonder she's feeling the pressure. Looks like everything's going well today, though. I mean, that last trick was perfect. Grace under pressure, that's me. I thought your name was Trucy. After all, a true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. That's the Troop Grammary's creed. Hard to believe you've accomplished so much, even though you're still in high school. Heh, but to tell you the truth, I'm actually pretty nervous. Who wouldn't be? I bet this would be the trick. You'll be fine, Trucy. Anybody can do it, you can. Polly, that was the boost I needed. I'm Trucy Wright and I'm fine. Ow. Polly's fine sure has a way of hitting you right in the heart. And in the ears. Enough ragging on my voice already. Can we talk to the rabbits? Oh, hi, Bonnie. I don't trust you either. That hat is too small. And your hair looks like you're made out of an onion. It's almost time for the second act. Trucy's dad got framed for killing Trucy's dad? Oh no, that's the worst kind of killing to have. You can't even say it on YouTube. You'll get banned. Okay, thanks. Well, Apollo, Athena, enjoy the rest of the show. Break a leg, Trucy. Not literally, of course. Thanks, I will. Probably yours. Bye. I hope her new trick goes well. Hey, this is Trucy we're talking about. She'll be fine. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Eh? Oh, it was Bonnie. I thought it was someone else because of question marks. Performing magic's like walking a tightrope. There's always an element of danger. One little mistake, one little candy cane hook on the tightrope can even cost your life, you know. Wonder if she'll make it across today. And what do you mean by that exactly? Oh, nothing. Now, if you'll excuse me. I had to go set up the bombs. She's gone. What was that all about? I don't know what she said. I'm gonna guess she's probably a magician too. Come on, Apollo. We gotta get back to our seesaw. We'll be late. Ow! Hey, stop pulling. Okay, let's see. It's time to move back to the stage. Press the move button. Move. There are tiny hats on that wall. Why are there so many tiny magical hats? Hurry up, Apollo. It's about to start. I want to see what Trucy's next trick is. You're already wound up today, aren't you? Why don't you take your seat and try to relax? Whoa! Look, there's a TV reporter over there. With a TV camera and everything. Oh, yeah. Dina, sit down. You're blocking people's view. Yeesh, I feel like I'm babysitting here. I don't know. I'm sure it's like Bonnie Hops or something. Ugh, just saying it out loud. Yeah, it's probably Bonnie Hops. Bunny Hops. Hello everyone, I'm reporting from the beautiful Penrose Theater, where the public performance of Trucy in Grammarland begins in just 2 short days. But today, they're very kindly agreed to give us a sneak preview. Isn't this exciting? Apollo, do you think I was on TV just now? How should I know? But if you were disgracing our entire agency, that's for sure. No more than usual. Hey, what the heck's that supposed to mean? Oh, here it comes.
Now, give up your dastardly ways.
Of course she's the villain. Never trust a rabbit.
Huh? Over here.
Nice flips. Feel like she could have got out of there. Oh yeah, I forgot about her puppet.
Come now, Mr. Hat. Offer the girl's life up to Mr. Rias and bring him back to life. What?
Just when and how did she make the switch?
You won't be reviving anyone today.
Is it gonna explode? Yeah, that was amazing! I have no idea how she escaped that coffin. And I'm glad Trucy's escape trick went off without a hitch. For now. Back to anime? No. And when I open the coffin, like this, inside you see... a dead body! Oh. Mr. Reyes? But how? I wonder what's going on. He's, not getting up. What just happened? Whoa, man, an accident? Is, like, that guy dead? Wait, that's not part of the act? Attention, please. For your own safety, we ask that everyone please evacuate the building. What's going on? Is Trucy okay? Outside, everyone. Evacuate immediately, please. Whoa, hey, stop grabbing at me. There's a tiny dog there. They kicked us out. Rude. Hey, what gives? Someone please tell us what's going on? Poor Trucy. Hope she's okay. Hey, here comes that staff member from before. Your attention, please. We regret to inform you that today's show has been cancelled on account of someone cutting the ropes of our giant dragon thing. But I was looking forward to the rest of it. We're very sorry, but the theater is on lockdown pending a police investigation. Excuse me, is because of that accident? That man in the coffin, is he... he's seen better days. We're still trying to figure things out, sir. But I can tell you that Miss Wright is fine. She wasn't injured, so please don't worry. Ah, thank goodness she's okay. Hey, you there! Who is this chump? What the heck is going on? They wouldn't even let me in. Me, for crying out loud. Ah, Mr. Retinas. There was an accident during the show. An accident? Great, just great. That's all I need right now. You have any idea how much money we're sinking in this program? And you are the man behind the scenes, that's you. This is a fine kettle of fish, let me tell you, and it is burning. Spinning all this is going to be a real pain in my posterior, believe you me. Spinning? As in covering it up? Look, I gotta get inside. Seriously, can't a guy catch a break around here? Got so many Kit Kat bars. Is that clock melting? Well, there he goes. I need to go back to the office for now. I'm sure Trucy will call us when things have settled down. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be framed, and then we'll have to point out, like, it couldn't be the sword, it's not covered in blood. He was already dead when he was in there. Can I examine this small dog? Yes. Look, there's Trucy, front and center. Oh, it was the thing. I was trying to look at the dog. The show actually starts the day after tomorrow, huh? That would have almost been now if I was faster. I don't know if you noticed, but see that man in front of the poster? He's been standing there a long time looking at it. Yeah, I noticed. Sometimes he kind of stretches his hand towards it a little bit. Oh, I bet he's one of Trucy's fans. Think he's gonna try to make off with it? Who knows? Oh, look! Guess we don't have to worry. Every time the man reaches for it, the dog growls and pulls at his pant leg. Yeah, it kind of begs the question, who's the master and who's the pet? Good dog. Even the animals are Trucy's fans. What are these weird objects anyway? They're supposed to be modern art? Like that clock. Just me or the hands moving awfully fast? Ay caramba! What kind of clock doesn't show the proper time? Is that part of what makes it art? Who knows? Hey, take a look at that man in the front of the clock. Trying really hard to set his watch to it. Hey, mister, the clock's wrong. Well, nice of her to try and fix it for him, I guess. Let's go home. Ring-a-ding-ding. It's no use, I can't get a hold of Mr. Wright. Almost like he's in another country. I wonder if something happened to him in Kararin. Like, I don't know, maybe he got accused of murder too. Maybe he got caught up in some kind of trouble again, as always. Yeah, trouble's drawn to him like iron fillings to a magnet. Hey Apollo, speaking of Kararin, they're showing something about it on TV right now. There's been some surprising news coming from out of the Kingdom of Kararin. The country recently saw a defense attorney, Phoenix Wright, win a not guilty verdict. Yep, called it. The first verdict of its kind in 23 years. Mr. Wright won a trial in Kararin. Lawyers are said to be highly disrespected in the Kingdom of Kararin. So Mr. Wright's win was an upset victory amidst the intense hostility. Wow, did you hear that? First time in 23 years. Why does it have to be 23? Yeah, but what's he doing in a court there in the first place? I thought he just went for a visit. So he was in some kind of trouble, just like we thought. Next, an update on the unfortunate accident that occurred in the Penrose Theater. Hey, now they're talking about the accident in Trucy's show. They're really just covering all the ground. Famed magician, the great Mr. Reyes, was skewered with a sword and died on the spot. I don't think that could happen. Oh no, so he really is dead. And now, here's the footage of that deadly moment. They put a TV filter over it. The same scene. Also hope the sound isn't too bad for you. We didn't get to see the sword. Huh? But I assume the swords are fake, right? Wait, there's no... What kind of angle is this? Why are you focused only on Trucy? Mr. Reyes' body is invisible in this footage, but these are still very shocking images. They're not. The magician, Trucy Wright, is reportedly still only a high school student. Could it be that this unfortunate accident happened due to a lack of proper training? Did the young magician have enough experience, preparation, and knowledge? He didn't put the guy in the coffin. Magic trick. He walked there. Some might say the Troop Gramarye should have be held accountable for this incident. Hey, what kind of biased reporting is this? Yeah, they're making it sound like it's all Trucy's fault. Oh, we've just received more breaking news. Oh my! The young magician in question, Trucy Wright, is now under arrest on the charge of involuntary manslaughter. What? We will keep you updated as this unfortunate tale unfolds. Stay tuned! Trucy's under arrest? She can't be! Paula, we gotta do something. Yeah, let's get down to the detention center right away. Before I forget, I think I'll jot a few things down about the case. I'll just open up the court record and make a few notes. I can use it as kind of a to-do list. Oh yeah, I totally forgot the notes were a thing in the last game. If they ever get stuck, I can just refer to these notes. Like, we never really needed to use the notes, but... Yeah, I can't believe a literal high schooler could stab a grown man. That walked into the thing on his own. Poor Trucy. What can we even say to her? Oh, Polly, Athena! How's it going? Trucy, are you okay? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Tell the news about the accident on TV. Heh, guess I can't Houdini my way out of this one. I got arrested and everything. They say I'm the one who caused the accident. Even though that's... But that's not true, right? To be honest, I don't really know. I mean, I have no idea how an accident like that could have happened. Trick went off without a hitch. I'm sure of that much. Still, the police just won't listen to me. They've already decided it was all my fault. Yeah, that sounds like them. Who's gonna be our detective now? I feel like every detective we've gotten just disappears, or is charged with murder. I'm exhausted after all their questions. Looks like she's been able to hang in there at least. Yeah, really is one tough cookie. It's a shame it's all raisins. Or his gumshoe, but he also disappeared. I assume he just works for Edgeworth, though. I know you're tired, but can you tell us a little bit about the accident? Yes, of course. Go ahead and ask me anything. I'll be fine. And it's at least nice that the person we're defending actually wants us to defend her, for once. For starters, can you help us understand what happened? Today's show, there was a dead body in the coffin. How'd that happen? Was there some kind of accident? No, it was not an accident. Obviously, it was on purpose. That was the trick. They turned someone alive into the dead. I assume he was supposed to be in the coffin, yes. I just guess he wasn't supposed to be dead. I don't really know. Coffin's supposed to be empty. Nope, I was wrong. When I opened it. But it said Mr. Reyes' body was in there. That must have been a huge shock for you. Based on what Bonnie was saying, I figured he was supposed to show up at some point. And when the dragon set piece fell down at the end, was that an accident too? It must have been. I have no idea how or why that happened either. I'm sure there's not a secret sword inside someone's candy cane. Nothing went the way it was supposed to. I still can't believe Mr. Reyes is actually dead. As tough as she is, this is obviously taking a toll on her. How did Mr. Reyes' body get to the coffin in the first place? Jersey, we need you to tell us the secret of the trick. But a magician never reveals her secrets. But I guess I should make an exception this time on account of someone being dead. If you ever tell anyone, or if this mannequin ever tells anyone behind me, I'll make you my guinea pig for every single new magic trick from now on. Don't worry, I'm a lawyer, remember? Client confidentiality is my part of the job. Just gonna ignore the guard behind us. Let's call this trick Trucy's Great Escape. How'd you get out of the coffin? Alright, here it goes. I'll reveal the trick just for you two. And, you know, Mr. Faceless back there. Prepare yourselves for an exclusive explanation by the magical girl Trucy Wright. There's a secret trap door on the stage that leads down the understage passage. A trap door? So when did you slip down in the understage passage? Remember when Mr. Hat was on stage holding the sword next to the coffin? Well, by then I had already escaped from the coffin and was waiting understage. And, while I was down there, I did several things to get ready for the next part. What technique? Okay, what happened next? Mr. Hat was quickly raised up to the catwalk by a wire. There's a cushion up there that acts as a shock absorber when Mr. Hat hits it. Meanwhile, I pop back on the stage through a different trap door. And Viola! The switch is complete. Yeah, we won't be telling anybody except the entire courtroom. As evident by it going into the court record. I had no idea all of that was happening. I was convinced you were still in the coffin. That's what professional magicians do. They make their audience see something that isn't really there. In other words, you make us see illusions, right? We call it misdirection. When we keep you busy believing in one thing, we're busy making something else happen. What we say is there really isn't, and what we say isn't there actually is. I get it. Kinda like a magical bluff. Runs in the family. No escaping the fact that the victim's body was actually in the coffin. It wasn't empty like it was supposed to be. Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. The last thing in the world I expect to see in there was Mr. Reyes. He's the greatest, Mr. Reyes. Could he have climbed in there by mistake? I should get back to asking Trucy about the accident. Was he supposed to say that before that? What? Can you tell us more about the victim? The great Mr. Reyes? Who exactly is Mr. Reyes? Said he used to belong to the troupe Gramarye, right? Wait, you don't know who the great Mr. Reyes is, Apollo? He's super famous. All the people talk about it on TV. Really? I just assumed he was one of Trucy's assistants. Ugh. Way to diss the dead, Apollo. So how the two of you come to perform together, Trucy? Well, like I said, he used to be a member of the troupe Gramarye. He was the protege of my granddaddy, Magnifique Gramarye. So the TV station arranged us to perform together this time because of that connection. Did he continue performing as a magician after he left the troupe Gramarye? No, he got injured while practicing for a show about 13 years ago. That's why he left the troupe. After that, he took a break from magic for a while. Pretty sure this recent thing, him getting famous again, only started seeing him on TV again maybe last year. You know, during the whole, Phantom debacle. I had nothing but respect for Mr. Reyes as a magician. Can't tell you how sad I am that this happened. I can't imagine how traumatic it must be to have someone die during your big show. Again. Oh, but hey! Don't worry, I'm fine. I have to stay strong for my fans. You're lying. Huh? My bracelet is reacting. People tend to unconsciously tense up when they're trying to hide something. Of course he assumes that. He even assumes that she thinks he's her assistant. Athena does. When I pick up distress, the bracelet around my wrist starts to feel tight. Guess that means that Trucy's trying to hide something from me. Well, guess I should give my bracelet a touch. I can see. I can see things others can't. The slightest twitch, gesture, change of expression. Yeah, I can see it all when I'm concentrating intensely like this. When people are feeling tense, they sometimes reveal a certain habit or a little tick. I'll just shift my viewpoint around till I can see Trucy's nervous tick. Okay, I think I found her telltale tick. Now to listen carefully to every word and see what she gets shifty-eyed over. Then I'll perceive whatever she seems nervous about to get to the bottom of things. Now, obviously, she's lying about being fine. She's under arrest. But she can't sleep. Come on, Trucy, you should know by now you can't hide anything from me. Even though I fell for your magic tricks. Don't tell me your bracelet reacted. Yep. And here I thought my smile was gonna do the trick. Looks like I broke the first rule of being a magician. True entertainer always keeps a smile on their face, right? I remember hearing you say that before. That's right. It's the Grand Marine motto my daddy used to say before he passed away. I'll never forget it. Yeah, no way. Did you really need the magical bracelet to prove that one? One of the few precious memories I have of him. Can't keep everything inside, Trucy. You'll burst! Like a balloon that explodes into more hats. Why don't you tell me what's bothering you? I can't. If I did, you wouldn't believe in me anymore. That's not true. As an entertainer, you believe in always keeping a smile on your face. Yeah, it was a pretty easy excuse. As a lawyer, I believe that's important to me as well. I guess I'm presenting my badge. Take that, my badge! Your attorney's badge? Wearing this badge, I would always believe in my client to the bitter end. That's the cornerstone of being a good lawyer. Mr. Wright taught me as much. No matter what you tell me, I'm gonna keep on believing in you, Trucy. Also, you know, we're kind of good friends. All I ask is you to have a little faith in me, too. Alright, thanks, Polly. I guess you can have my box of crackers. The truth. Now she looks sad. Polly, what if I made a mistake? What do you mean? What if I really was me who stabbed Mr. Reyes? I think you know. I know the coffin was supposed to be empty, but you would have felt something, right? What makes you say that? Well, my escape trick, I used both a real sword and a rubber sword. I switched the real sword for the rubber sword just before I stabbed it in the coffin. How? If someone had been in there, the rubber sword shouldn't have hurt them. Mr. Reyes was found dead in the coffin with no stab wounds. I know, it just doesn't make any sense. I know I swapped the swords. Absolutely sure. Positive. I practiced that trick 100 times with no mistakes. Remember very clearly swapping the swords this time too. But could I have made a mistake this time? Could you really have? Well, I better get going. Where to? Practice my act, of course. The show's only a few days away. Really pushing yourself. Didn't you practice until late last night, too? Yep, because everything's got to be just right. Otherwise, someone could die. Why didn't you use a rubber sword the whole time, though? Maybe I really did kill Mr. Reyes. Trucy. Worst possible mistake I could have made. Such a horrific accident, right in the middle of my show. Yet, all I can think about is, now that this has happened, Troop Granbury will get its performance rights pulled. There'll never be another show. Everything my family worked so hard will be gone forever. Poor Mr. Reyes had his whole life and great career ahead of him. What if it's another trick and he's not dead? I destroyed it all. I took it all away. Polly, I'm ready to pay for what I did. Drusy, I don't think you did anything wrong. You don't? What? Why would I? I had one question going through my mind this whole time. Was the accident really your fault? What do you mean? I don't have any proof or anything, it's just... I don't think you'd ever make a mistake like that. Apollo? I saw how hard you worked on your tricks, staying up late every night to practice. And I know you. You always get everything picture perfect. I mean, look at your hair. You got the perfect swoops. Nobody's perfect all the time. Look at my dad. Still, I think something else caused Mr. Reyes' death. Not any mistake of yours. It's almost like we should have a detective go through it before we throw someone in jail. Yeah, and then it's a third or fourth trick. A trick within a trick that hid the first trick from the second trick, causing the third trick to be the real trick that was used. After all, you sure you swapped the swords, right? Uh-huh, I remember doing it. Then I just know it wasn't your fault, Trucy. But how can you say that? We don't have any proof it wasn't me. We don't really have any proof it was you. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but I believe in you, Trucy. I believe in your skill as a professional magician. I'm gonna prove your innocence. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. I don't want animated sniffles. I don't want animated tears. Thank you, Apollo. Thank you for believing in me. I'm gonna believe in you, too. Good. I'm sorry. I need a tissue. Sorry, ma'am. We don't allow tissues. Not since the Great Tissue Escape of 1970. Never seen Trucy cry like this before. Always seems so strong. Maybe sometimes she's just putting on a brave face. Still just a kid, after all, says Apollo. Yeah, I mean, they can't prove that she put him in there. I guess if they know the trick, they could be like, oh, well, clearly, he was shoved in there from below, but that doesn't make any sense either. He's a grown man. Unless he was already dead, which means the sword couldn't have killed him. I have to ask to make it official, but will you let me defend you? Yes! I'm counting on you. I don't want to have to cancel the show on its opening day. Right. Seems fine now. Trucy, let's win this trial together! Unlike some people. Kinda forgot you were here, Athena. Well, better get into investigating. Come on, Athena, wipe that nose and let's go. Excuse you, do you see any snot on my face, Apollo? Yeesh. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. We need to investigate the stage of the Penrose Theater where the body was found. Yeah, I hope no one will try to stop us again. They can get another one. They can just replace him with a puppet. Just put him half a mask on his face. They'll never know. If you're going to Penrose Theater, can I ask you a favor? Of course, what is it? I left a very special notebook behind in my dressing room. Sure, we can pick it up for you. That notebook is really, really important to me. I don't know what I'd do if anybody read it. Like, I don't know, a rabbit girl read it. But wow, I wonder what's inside it. Notebook is my blue handbag on the table. It's big and black. You can't miss it. Thanks in advance. I guess that is still a notebook, even if it's huge. And with that, I gotta go. Seems they got more questions for me. Alright, see you later, Trucy. Alright, ma'am. Question number 1. Did you murder the guy? No. Alright, you're lying. You're under arrest. What? So, should we investigate the stage first or get the notebook? Absolutely get the notebook. Also, they had arrested her without letting her take any of her stuff. Dressing room looks just the way it did before the incident. All these items look kind of lonely without their owners. We have to find Trucy's notebook for her. Let's see. Said it would be in her blue handbag on the table, right? We should see what else we can check out while we're here. Like that giant coin. The great Mr. Reyes. Something sense. Well, first things first. Rabbits. Oh, look at the adorable little bunnies. Rabbits, huh? You used to have a pet rabbit. Really? You? Haha, you sure don't look the type. What do you mean? What's wrong with me having a pet rabbit? Aren't people who have rabbits as pets usually the quiet, sensitive type? Well, pardon me for being so loud and insensitive. I'm sure you can relate to one of those. Oh, I can't examine the giant Batman coin. The great Mr. Reyes, 5,000 cents. Well, that makes sense. Look at all this stuff. They belong to Mr. Reyes. Ah, look at the collars on that briefcase. Don't you think he carries that around with him on his time off? Well, during his show, he wears a mask to hide his identity. Half a mask. If he carried that briefcase around when he wasn't working, wouldn't it give him away? But you gotta change gears and look at things a different way at a time like this. Yeah? Meaning? Well, what if Mr. Reyes wore his full costume all the time, even when he wasn't working? Then that briefcase wouldn't have given him away one bit. Okay... I'm getting pretty good at this turn your thinking around stuff, huh? Like a little kid who learned a new trick that couldn't wait to try it out. These are from Prosecutor Gavin. Roses, huh? I like him. Pretentious. Keep the thorns to yourself, Apollo. They might be pretentious, but you know what? He makes it work. Apollo, I've noticed this for a while now, but you get awfully prickly when it comes to Prosecutor Gavin. You think so? I mean, don't hate him just because he's beautiful. That's not it at all! It's a dove. Trucy must use it in one of her tricks. His name is Archimedes. Yeah, There's another birdcage next to it. Wonder what's in that one. Cuckoo! True. What in the world was that? Are we gonna be interrogating another stinking bird? I can look at these ones too. Huh? Are these Ninetails flowers? You know those flowers that only grow in Ninetails Vale? Oh, are we going back there? Oh my goodness, you're right. There's a card here and a letter to go with it. The card says, "Good luck, Trucy," from Damien and Jinxie Tenma. Mayor Tenma and Jinxie, huh? What does the letter say? It says good luck. There's a message for you in here, too. Please tell Mr. Demon Lawyer I said thank you for everything. Thanks to him, I overcame my fears and now I'm not afraid of yokai anymore. And guess what? I've even become friends with yokai like Itan Momen and Konaki Gigi. And no matter what happens, I guess she'll never grow out of her demon obsession. That's a reference no one would get if they didn't play Dual Destinies. But that's nice. Hey, these flowers, they're from Lamiror. Name it what? Where have I heard that name before? She's a famous singer. They call her the Siren of the Ballad, and she's pretty popular. Why would a famous singer be sending Trucy flowers? Well, we met her through a case I headed up once. Wow, your circle of acquaintances is bigger than I thought. I don't know why, but her songs really touch me for some reason. Hope she's doing well. I don't remember. Yes, that's definitely the only reason. Look at all these costumes. Bet they're all Trucy's. Ooh, could you tell by the scent? Are you like some kind of bloodhound or something? I'm her assistant, not her pet.
Will deliver.
Hello, Reborn. Hope you're having a good day. Also, he could probably tell because he watched her wear that one, but, you know, it's fine. Look at all this stuff. Bet it belongs to the bunny assistant we saw on the show. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Does she really need all of that? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen so much makeup. When it comes to sheer number of items, your desk back at the office is any better. Those things are the natural accumulations of 2 years of work, and they're all necessary. Really? Instant noodles and crackers? All of them are necessary. You know what Mr. Wright pays us. Of course, I need those for when I have to stay at the office all night, prepping a case, or cleaning the toilet. And the comic books too? Of course, I need those too, for when I'm prepping for a case, or cleaning the toilet. Manga these days are super realistic and informative. I need them for research. This isn't a bad argument. I mean, there's definitely a few cases where they're basically straight out of a manga, so... Uh-huh, I see. So you need to research street fighting and the funnies, do you? Yes. Hey, Mr. Wright was in a street fight once. It's very important for his case. Now here's that handbag Trucy was talking about. Being a little funny about digging around in a girl's purse. I guess it's okay to open it. After all, she did ask us to. But not you, Apollo. Let me do it. Alright, that's fair. Let's see, huh? No, not this. What's this? Oh, wow, she has... Oh, Trucy, you are bad? What is it? Lipstick? No, it's probably full of magic trick stuff. Fake birds. That's funny. Said it was a black notebook, right? But there's nothing like that in here. Maybe Trucy was wrong about where she left it? Let's keep looking around for it. I'm sure it's not... I don't know. What's this? A script of the show? That's Bonnie. Must belong to that bunny assistant we saw on the show. You and I got to see first two parts up to the end of the 10:20 a.m. segment. But this is Mr. Reyes' fire trick. We didn't get to see that part. Hey, Mr. Reyes transformed into a dragon, Trucy's hat trick, Bonnie teleportation trick, and Trucy's escape trick. Mr. Reyes' fire trick, this will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. Yeah, because they canceled the show after that accident. Hey, there's a note here about the fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. Come to think of it, when Mr. Reyes turned into a dragon, it breathed fire, didn't it? Coin tricks and fire tricks were Mr. Reyes' specialties. Maybe they had some big finale planned, where Mr. Reyes and Trucy would face off in the grand magical showdown after his revival. This'll be important. I don't see a black notebook. Wait. That a black notebook? Say we take a look through Mr. Reyes' things too. Hey, isn't that notebook sticking out from behind his briefcase? You're right, it's practically screaming, "Over here, look at me!" Sorry for my tiny eyes. Think it could be... Oh wow, Athena! Our hunch was right. It's Trucy's notebook! You forgot to mention the purple hat on it. What's it doing mixed with Mr. Reyes' stuff? Good question. It's locked. I guess that means we can't read it. I wonder what kind of secrets are in there to make her want to lock it. A girl her age needs her privacy. Besides, everyone has a secret or two they don't want others to know about. If there's anything in there about kisses or crushes, I think Mr. Wright would cry. He absolutely would. But I'm sure it's just all her magic tricks, right? It's got the little magician hat on it. Here's he put some posters up, I see. Oh, there's one in the Troop Grammary. Troop Grammary, magical mingery. Meningery? I don't know how to word, guys, I'm sorry. Looks like a bunch of folks dressed in outfits a bit too gaudy for their age, if you ask me. Isn't that pretty much how all the best magicians dress? Was Troop Grammary really such a big deal back in the day? I guess so. Everyone in the country knew them back then. They had great tricks. Like making a building disappear, or escaping a safe drop from a helicopter. That sounds safe. Wow, I was in Europe at the time, so I had no idea. But if even you know about them, then they must have been really, really famous. I used to see them a lot on TV. I think it was back when I was in junior high. The one in black was the original leader of the Troop Grammary, Trucy's grandfather. His name was Magnifi Grammary. The one in pink with the mustache, that's Zach Grammary, Trucy's late biological father. Oh, and look! There's Mr. Reyes. What about the other two? Can we get their names? Neither of them look that familiar, right? So this poster's from back when he was a member of the troop, huh? Yeah, but they didn't mention them. Or at least Apollo didn't. Jersey said he left the troop when he was injured during a show or something, right? Well, you've examined just about everything, I think. Looking through other people's stuff was so thrilling. Like I'm doing something naughty. I know what you mean. Just go poking around my things in the office. Why? What do you have to hide? More comic books? I don't think I like how her eyes lit up all of a sudden. Anyway, we better get this notebook to Trucy. Okay, fine. But also, check the stage while we're here. Who's our new detective? Okay, let's get down to business. To defeat the magician. Hey, what do you think you're doing? We're the attorneys for the defendant in this case. Is it alright if we examine the scene? Of course it's not alright. I don't care if you're the defense for the president. No authorized investigations. Why do we have 0 rights still in investigating? Ah, come on. It wouldn't kill you to let us take a little look around. I said no. Now get out of here. Scram! I guess we'll have to try and get permission from the lead detective. Whoever the heck that is. It's been like 10 years. Why do we still have no rights? Guess I can't. The person you are trying to call is not available. After the tone, please beep. Yeah, I've tried calling Mr. Wright 100 times, but he never picks up. We've left him some voicemails, so he'll probably call once he gets them. He's gonna flip when he hears about what happened to Trucy. Hey, this is the theater where that magical murder happened. Oh yeah, wonder if they brought the dead body out yet. Here they already arrested the murderer. They say it's a young girl. Yeah, a high school student. Can you believe it? Kids these days. What's with all the curious bystanders? They sure are kicking up a fuss. How dare they call Trucy a murderer? They got some nerve. Can't let people think that about her. We have to defend her. Apollo, is that you? Sky's back. Emma? Sure has been a while. How have you been? Oh, can't complain. Haven't seen you in ages. And now in 3D. Emma's not usually in the best of moods, so I never quite know what to do or say around her. Well, we have some business to take care of, so I guess we better get going. Hey, wait a minute. What? Was it something I said? Did? Where? Who? What? You're darn right it's something you said. What's with you brushing me off like that? We got heaps to catch up on. After all we've been through, you're not still mad at me about something, are you? She's puffing her cheek up. Why isn't there no music? She has a theme, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Who's this, Apollo? A distant cousin or something? No, Emma's a detective I've had the, pleasure of working with before. I didn't like that pause, Apollo. Hello, I'm Emma Skye, forensic investigator. There it is. What? You're finally a full-fledged forensic investigator? Yeah, I finally achieved my lifelong dream. Look, I even have an official forensic investigator armband and everything. So she does. She did the thing. All it took was a phantom taking over her job for a year. That's great, Emma. I bet the exam was really hard, huh? Oh, it was a cinch. Really? Because I thought you said something about failing it over and over and over. It was a cinch. Never mind that. The important thing is, I'm not a plain old detective anymore. No more boring old investigations for me. I'm so happy I could hug the whole world. Coming from you, that's really something. That's my first invention I'm gonna make. A world hugger. Criminals beware! Fingerprinting, luminol testing, DNA analysis, fingerprints for guns. Emma Skye is raring to go, so bring it on. I guess it's goodbye grumpy clouds, hello fanatical sun. Wait, that's me. Very cheerful, isn't she? Is it because of the weather or something? Sure wasn't like this before. She was pretty frustrated back when she was assigned to the Criminal Affairs Department, and constantly eating chips. She was always munching chocolate snackoos to relieve her stress. I still do that. Snackoos and stress are a thing of the past. They couldn't get them to 3D animate that. I've said goodbye to both of them. May you never have to see either again. By the way, are you two here because of the murder? Murder? No, you mean the accident? Oh, I guess you haven't heard. The case is being treated as a straight-up homicide now, because no one in the criminal department knows what they're doing. What? Just so you know, I heard the prosecution's gonna argue tomorrow that Trucy outright murdered Mr. Reyes. You know, because doing it in front of a camera is the smart thing to do. Are you kidding? They're treating it as murder? Emma, please tell us everything you know. Of course, anything to help Trucy. Not to help me, just Trucy. Why is the case being treated as a homicide now, not involuntary manslaughter? Well, apparently, there's something that proves it was a straight-up homicide. Well, that's vague. Do you know any of the details? No, I'm afraid that's all I was told. Really? How come? Well, because the lead prosecutor is kind of a hard guy to read, like 99% of them are. Except Payne. Though maybe it's just because of the culture gap thing. Anyway, he's not the one to really share his thoughts. Hey, what do you mean by culture gap? Is he from Kuraran? I mean, he's a foreigner. So his way of going about things is different. Who exactly am I up against tomorrow? Let's talk about Emma. Wait, that means... Is he gonna demand we have someone dance? And the last thing he saw was Trucy, so obviously that proves that she killed him? There are no other countries. There is only this country and Japan. Congrats on finally becoming a forensic investigator you always wanted to be. Thanks! I failed that exam so many times, but I finally did it. I can finally use my forensic kit openly, whenever I want. Oh yeah, I used to have a stealth to... Have to stealth use a kit you sent away for. What? Oh, I still use that one too. But now it's more of a hobby kit. It's important to have hobbies too, you know. So basically nothing's changed. Are you kidding? I have an armband now. I don't have to worry about getting in trouble for taking fingerprints for fun now. Positively life-changing. I can take all the prints I want. I'll take your prints, her prints, their prints, the dog's prints. Are you sure you're allowed to do that? Sure, I'm sure. I'm collecting all the prints I've taken into a personal database. Now hold out your hands. I need to get your prints too. There's no way you don't already have his prints. His promise you won't use them for evil. I promise nothing. I can't believe she took my prints too, Apollo. Well, honestly, Athena, it's probably good she took your prints. Last time your prints came up, they were used against you. And they weren't even yours. Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth's been reorganizing the prosecutor's office lately. First thing he did was fire Payne, or at least one of them. Part of that effort, he's got rid of a lot of corrupt prosecutors. Uh-huh. So it's just him and Blackwell now, huh? So the prosecutor's office is looking pretty empty these days. And that's how the foreign prosecutor got assigned to this case? That's part of it, yeah. We were short on prosecutors, and this guy just happened to be visiting. What's the purpose of his visit? Now, some insurgents from the Kingdom of Kararan are thought to be hiding here. As an international prosecutor, he apparently came to investigate the matter personally. So he's from the Kingdom of Kararan, huh? That's right. He's also a Kararanist monk. That's not good. A monk? So how did he get assigned to this particular case anyway? Seems he's very devoted to furthering his studies as a prosecutor. He wanted to learn how crime scenes are investigated here. And you know, not at his country where someone just dances for a while and gets a wrong answer. So he just showed up. So you're just curious, huh? Look at the entire crime scene over quite earnestly. And just as everyone else is ready to call it a case of involuntary manslaughter. This is most certainly a murder. The cruel act of impure soul.
Hello.
Hello, Tronup. Also, what was fairly scathing? That's what he said, just like that. Then he volunteered himself as the prosecutor for this case. With a shortage of prosecutors right now, the prosecutor's office was glad to have him. The truth he was arrested for murder because of this guy, huh? Well, it's true. That's exactly what happened in the last case. Princess... What's-her-face... danced for a bit, saw a child, and was like, yep, that's the murderer. And no one questioned it. Not even for a second. I think what's weird about the pool thing, too, is that it didn't show Roll's entire, like, line of sight. It was very compact. Like, there's no way he couldn't see Alby's hands up in the air. Like, he just didn't care. Although he definitely did, considering there's a gun pointed at him. Now, granted, it did turn dark, but maybe it was just the size of the pool that prevents that. They should just have a full-on swimming pool. How, you solve your investigations? Oh, where did I leave my cheese dip? I better just dance in front of my sink. Oh, there's where I last saw my cheese dip, so it must be there. And then you find out it wasn't there. Turns out the cat stole it. Ow. And yeah, corrupt prosecutors are a problem. Where's Francisca? I forget if they've mentioned where she went. She wasn't really corrupt, just... hostile. I have to say, he's definitely not your typical prosecutor. What's he look like? He says the court is where the victim receives their last rites. Where the truth is revealed, the criminal is judged, and the victim's soul sees salvation. Receiving last rites in a court allows the victim to finally rest in peace, or so he claims. Said to him, the trial is like performing a funeral rites for the victim, huh? He does know that not all of them die, right? That's certainly a unique way of looking at it. Sivia, can you translate? Not you to Sadmadi? Na Yuta Sadmadia? Sadmadi High? Gonna call him Nayuta. Cause that's the only one I can pronounce. What's the pun? Nayuta Sadman? His name is whatever that says. What? Nayuta Sadamati? That's right. What, do you know him or something? Oh, I guess you could say I've heard of him. What? Are you saying that Albie was not an important character? That Shadow is an important character? Yeah, well, he is pretty famous. Is he a magician? Musician? Is he a magician? Really? I never heard of him. Yeah, they say he travels the world, solving difficult case after difficult case. Where there's a hard case to crack, he's called in to prosecute it. Wow, sounds like he's gonna be tough to beat. I can't believe this. I have to stand in court against him? How does Apollo know him? A music magician? Oh no. His tunes are like magic. Seems like a very kind and gentle person, though. He's very polite and understanding to everyone he talks to. Ah, so he's a pretty agreeable guy, then. Yeah, he's bound to see what kind of person Trucy really is. Oh, but don't they hate defense attorneys in Karen? Would even listen to what we have to say? I don't see why not. He certainly seems like the type of person who would. He definitely doesn't seem like the type that would see a defense attorney and rip his shirt off and scream. Even so, do you think you can do us a favor, Emma? Can you tell prosecutors, Nayuda about Trucy, about what a good person she is? Of course. Leave it to me. I'll make him understand there's no way Trucy could have committed murder. Too bad she did. I hope he listens to reason. Me too. This is looking pretty bad, Apollo. They're calling it a murder, and they've even got proof! What are we gonna do? Look at the bright side, that's what. Bright side? What bright side? Usually their proof is really stupid. Yeah, the good thing about there being proof is that there's has to be a point to the real killer. Find out who that is, and you can prove Trucy's innocence. Oh hey, you're right! Means our objectives are clear. You have to find out two things. Proof of Trucy's innocence, and evidence of the true culprit's identity. We're gonna find a carrot at the scene of the crime. Be like, it's the rabbit. It's the blue rabbit. You know what, Apollo? You're starting to give me a glimmer of hope. That means there's only one thing left to do. Run away. Emma, it'd be alright if we investigate the scene. If I said no, you just do it behind my back anyway, right? Ah, you're learning. Would I do something like that? Guess the jig is up. Oh, alright, but I better come along. Who knows what all sorts of mischief you get up to if I'm not there to keep an eye on you. Mischief? Sounds like Emma trusts you about as far as she can throw you, Apollo. I don't know about that. She could probably clear this entire field. He has been known to move things around at the scene of the crime, you know. And what about you? You used to do all kinds of forensic tests on things without permission. There's nothing wrong with that. After all, forensics is always on the side of justice. In justice we trust. How's that even remotely fair? My last name is Justice. Yeah. Alright, let's get down to investigating, shall we? Hey, you're not allowed in here. Just make sure you don't move anything or I'll get in big trouble. Fine, I promise. To only move the things I have to. Well, I have my own investigation to conduct, so even though I said I'm gonna watch you, let me know if you need anything. And there she is. Been a while since we've done investigating. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's dive right in. You do remember how to do this, right? If you don't, I can give you a quick rundown. Did I have Athena give me a rundown? I'm okay. Don't worry about me. I got it all locked away in the vault up here. Now that is a big vault. I'm sure it'll all come back to me too as we get going. Wait, wasn't it you who just offered to give me a rundown? Yeah, but you would have done most of the talking. This is what they call a set piece. It's a piece of the onstage scenery. It didn't say I'm fine. That is a crime. Suddenly fell down after the body was revealed, if I remember correctly. This is the brave heroine screams. Heroine? The spell and the dragon breaks. Losing its wings, the dragon falls into the ground. That moment marked the collapse of Trucy's magical kingdom. Magic, huh? Yeah, sure. Timing was so perfect, I'd be genuinely surprised if it was magic. What? Magic is always on time. That video camera's pointed right at the stage, and yet it got a terrible shot. Wonder where to record it. I want to take a peek, but Emma would not be looking. Wow, this residue data is fascinating. She's so fixated on that bloodstain data, her eyes are getting bloodshot. Quick, Apollo! While Emma's off in a forensics fantasy land. Let's see what's recorded on this camera. Ah, this again. I mean, I do appreciate they put the whole thing, the whole filter on here, but who was running this camera? He's missing half of the shot. Hmm. Did you miss watching a video over and over? Yeah, it would be a lot harder to disprove this is just an accident. But... and then... boom. Are we gonna have to pause the video and point out the weird stuff? Same video we saw on TV where you can't see the body at all. Paul, did you notice a strange shadow in that footage? No, why? Really? That was the first thing I noticed. I don't think it was my imagination, but I'm pretty sure I saw something. Strange shadow, huh? Wonder what it was. It was Mr. Hat. Obviously. Ooh, I've seen something like this before. It's that game where you stick swords into a barrel until a little man inside pops up. Ah, that doesn't sound like any game I've ever heard of. Usually it's a monkey. Really? It's pretty famous in Europe. Did you have anything to play with as a kid? You know, us simple Americans. We're just happy with a hoop and a stick. Yeah. Also, did he just confirm that we're in America? I thought we were just in that country. We have one of these in the office too, don't we? Yeah, that poor magic prop who uses a shelving unit. Kinda like to see Trucy perform this trick sometime. Well, you both know you'd be one in the box if she ever did. I feel bad for the prop, but it could say a shelving unit in that case. Probably, and I just don't remember. Or wasn't paying attention. Oh hey, it's a curtain. Wonder what's behind it. The backstage area. There's a magic equipment, stuff like that back there. I'll open it a crack and check it out later. You weren't thinking of opening it a crack and checking it out later, were you? What, who, me? Would I ever do a thing like that? Rats. Guess I have to ask her to open it for me later. Is there anything else I need to look at? I mean, there's Emma, obviously. Emma, can I ask you a question? Shh, this is the best part. Don't even look it this way. Oh, what great prints. Another set from my collection. She, certainly seems to enjoy her work, doesn't she? A little too much, honestly. What am I missing? What is the giant red circle that I'm just forgetting about? Like, I can't look under the dragon. Doesn't seem to be anything in the chairs. Is there an obvious thing I'm missing here? Or did I forget something? I guess I could see if I can take the notebook to Trucy. Nope. Any ideas? Must be so hard for Trucy, yet you saw how bravely she held back her tears. Maybe you should practice a little of that bravely holding back your tears thing, too. And by maybe, I mean your nose is running again. Enough with the snot shaming. It is snot. Have you ever heard the song Into each life some boogers must fall? I'll take your word for it. Not really my type of song. Had to investigate the Penrose Theater from top to bottom, and talk to every single person involved as well. Well, you're really fired up. Agency's entire financial future, too. Phoenix would sell the entire agency to save Trucy. Maybe that guy's in front of the theater. Nope. Alright, there's obviously something on the stage I'm just missing. But I don't know what. Is there anything obvious I didn't click on? That's really small. Can I go up? No? I can't go see Mr. Hat. Well... yeah, there's just something here I'm not seeing. I guess I can just keep pestering Emma. I'm sorry for my poor performance with my tiny finger unable to find the truth. Oh, I had to press the button. I swear I pressed that oh no. This might be a problem. My controller is glowing red. So if it suddenly stops, then I'll have to take a second to redo stuff. It is glowing a very angry red, because for some reason, the dock doesn't send it any power. And it only has one plug. This is the coffin the dead body appeared from. I actually haven't examined that yet. Would you two mind giving me a hand? No sweat. Druzy said the coffin was supposed to be empty when she stabbed it. How did the victim even get in there? I bet there's a secret door or something. We already know that. Sure is an oddly shaped thing, isn't it? Who knew it could unfold into something like this? Well, I heard since it's used for magic tricks, the left and right panels are made to be interchangeable. How that helps with magic tricks, though, I have no idea. I'm sure they make use of it in some way we can't even imagine. Well, there was a dead body here. White outline, huh? This is where the dead body was. What exactly did it look like just after the incident occurred, I wonder? I got a picture. I have a photo of the crime scene. Here you go. But this picture alone proves it couldn't be Trucy. He was stabbed in the back when she stabbed the side of the box. Ugh. I know. Oh wow, it looks like he was stabbed in the back. Yep, that's definitely what killed him. What's that thing around his waist? It's a stunt harness. A stunt wire can be attached so a person can float and fly through the air. If he was dead, like when the harness was going off, would that just break his bones? If it was strong enough, I guess. Come to think of it, he did fly in Act 1, didn't he? During the anime scene. I wish we saw the 3D version of the fire trick. Wait a minute, looks like the bottom of the coffin opens too. Oh, a secret door that we already knew about. Let's try opening it. Well, look at that. Seems to lead some space under the stage. That's right, goes under stage passage. It's pitch black down here. Hold on, I think I see something glowing faintly. It seems to be some magical orb that has someone's soul in it. Hard to make anything out from up here. If you try to go down there, the magicians will get mad at you. Apparently there are things down there that will give away the secrets behind their tricks. And also their murder. Oh, that sucks. All right there, and we can't even check it out. Definitely gonna have to examine that understage patch at some point, though. Oh, we just closed it again? Wouldn't the police get really mad if they're just told no? Oh, the back. Paolo, look, there's a secret door in the back panel of the coffin. Do you think Mr. Reyes could have entered the coffin through here? He could have done it without Trucy noticing, then maybe. Like two magicians trying to out-magic one another right under each other's noses. Is this sword rubber? Nope, covered in blood. The sword here is covered in blood, must be the murder weapon. Trucy said she was sure she switched it out with the rubber sword. Fortunately, this one certainly doesn't look like it's made of rubber. Not yet. Hey Emma, were there any fingerprints on the sword? Well, the Trucy's would be on there. She did swap it. Let's see, according to my data, no prints were found, but that's because the culprit wiped them off. Come to think of it, Trucy was wearing gloves during the show, also true. So she certainly wouldn't have left any prints either. Yes, Reyes was in fact a lich. Something isn't right, just doesn't make any sense. What's the matter, Apollo? You're making that weird thinking face again. The one where you scrunch your nose up and it looks like you're turning into a goblin? Rude. How did what should have been a rubber sword get switched with a metal one? Plus, the timing of that dragon set piece falling down. Wasn't that just a little too convenient? And dangerous? Something just isn't sitting right. Ground control to Major Apollo! Stop going to space! Can you hear me, Major Apollo? Athena! I'm thinking, man! I think somebody switched Trucy's rubber sword for the metal one. Huh? To pin the murder on her. Someone switched the swords? But when could they have done that? When everyone was too busy to notice. Somebody could have switched Trucy's rubber sword with the metal one after the set piece fell. After the set piece fell, everyone in the audience was kicked out of the theater. In the ensuing chaos, someone could have carried out a cover-up operation. Anyone of the stage holders or show personnel could have done it before the police arrived. So what you're saying is, somebody actively trying to frame Trucy for the crime? Yeah, some disgusting individual is trying to get away with murder. This is someone related to the show. Definitely a high chance of that. Probably the only other person we've met so far. Although there's 2 people, I guess. Now we just figure out who that is. Let's see, what else do we need on this stage? Hey man, do you find any fingerprints on the coffin? Actually, I haven't checked yet. I was gonna do that at the end, on account of it being under a dragon. I like to save the best part for last. We aren't exactly talking about dessert here. Oh, but we are! Fingerprints are the sprinkles. Everyone loves those. You like partaking my delicious dessert? I don't mind sharing. Oh yeah, yes please, there's always room for dessert, right? Alright, I guess I'll join you two. You can show us how you check for prints, Emma? Sure, with pleasure. Let's start with the basics. Oh, we get to do this again, huh? Uh-oh, do I have to blow? Do I have to blow into the microphone? Probably not. There's probably a button for it. As you know, fingerprints are an excellent way of identifying someone. That's because no 2 people have the same set of fingerprints, not even twins. If we find any prints on the coffin, they might lead us to the killer. The culprit was dumb enough to leave prints behind. Sure. Let's go ahead and dust for prints. Yep. This looks like a promising spot. Try dusting the area with fingerprint powder. Keep tapping the touchscreen till the powder covers the surface thoroughly. When you're done, blow into the mic to get rid of the excess powder. The powder in this bottle is all we have to work with. If you run out, try blowing into the mic. Any excess power will be returned to the bottle, like magic. Alright, think I'm ready to give it a try. I can also just tap the A button. A fingerprint. Very clear fingerprint, too. Am I missing something? Aha. Some of it got stuck in the corner. What am I missing here? Yeah. I don't know what changed, but it dinged. You found some prints. Look like the fingers of somebody's left hand. Now let's try comparing these with the ones I have on file. First, touch Analyze to select a print. Select the print you want to analyze and touch Confirm. This one, I guess? Most clear. Got a pretty good clear print here. Wonder whose it is. I have prints of everyone involved in the case right here. Just choose choose the person whose prints you'd like to compare to the sample against. Is that the blue badger? I guess he is still the police icon. But he's the forensic icon too? And the last person who was at the coffin was... Mr. Reyes? Why is his age a question mark? Match found. Bingo! Looks like these prints belong to the deceased Mr. Reyes. Can you guess who? It's a mystery. He's dead. Hello, Mimikyu, and we have fingerprints! All we need now are rifling marks, which are like fingerprints for guns, if you didn't know. Well, if we found prints here, maybe we can find them elsewhere in the coffin too. Guess I'll try dusting for more prints. Oh, hitting the wrong button. Wonder how much battery life this thing has. I doubt it'll last for the full 3 hours. You would think, but most of our culprits are probably just gonna be wearing stinking gloves. Alright. This is his right hand. Also, is this easier? Do I have to, like, get it specifically where there's a piece missing? Because I really can't tell. Yeah, if I just keep laying it on this one area, it should work, right? Dang it. Am I doing something wrong here? It gets stuck in the corners, too. Interesting. Wait, I can just go ahead and do this. I was waiting for them to say something. But I guess I can... Okay. I didn't notice the button was still there. That's my bad. These prints are apparently Mr. Reyes's too. Shall we try looking for prints on the outside of the coffin now? Yeah, let's. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm sure nothing incriminating will show up. Oh, we're allowed to do that? This time you'll be able to rotate the coffin and look at it from different angles. That'll give you a chance to examine it thoroughly. If you ever get stuck or confused, you can always just touch reset. Okay, and if I find any prints, I'll choose one to run against your data, just like before. Would there be any prints on the front? Good thing we have magic. Okay, how do I rotate it? That way. The door seems like the best place. Or not. The trapdoor? Yeah. Nothing. Did I just barely miss what I was going for? Emma, can you do it instead? You're the forensic scientist, I'm just some random chump. Ah, I see. Shouldn't there be things on the door? People used it. Alright, which one looks the most clear? Well, they're all pretty clear, honestly. There, I got a print. Alright, I'll just check it against my data. Huh? That's funny. Doesn't match the prints of anyone involved in this case. Really? None of them? How can that be? Now then, I wonder if I can find any more prints. Oh no, there's more? If it doesn't match anyone, that means there's more people involved in the case. There's a tiny speck right there. Does that mean something? It does. I found another print! Judging from its position and location, it might have been made when someone put this lid on the coffin. Let's see now, there was one part during the show where someone put this lid on, after Trucy had gotten into the coffin. Therefore, this print should belong to... Match found! He has glasses, too. Looks like it belongs to that bunny girl. Come to think of it, she did put on the lid on the coffin during the show. That's probably when she left her print on the lid. Shouldn't it have been on the other side, too? I guess it might have been. Looks like that's about all the prints we're going to find. Sum everything up, the prints we found belong to the victim, Mr. Reyes, the bunny assistant, Bonnie, and some third unidentified person. That's strange. We didn't see anybody else up there on the stage during the show. Means some outsider was up there? Somebody unrelated to the show? I guess we can't really say it at this point. Well, thank goodness we didn't find any Trucy's fingerprints, right? That's only because Trucy was wearing gloves. Hey Emma, something else that's been bothering me about the prints. Don't you think there's something odd about Mr. Reyes' prints? Odd? What's odd about them? Mr. Reyes was standing in the coffin facing forward. He would have left prints like this, right? But when we look at his actual prints... they're facing backwards. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Hey, what do you know? You're right. I wonder how they wound up like that. Maybe because he was bound up like that. Maybe he was actually facing the wrong way at first, but then he turned around later? No, the coffin's much too small for a guy his size to turn around. Rude. But all he would have been able to manage is maybe a little bit of twisting. Then it really doesn't make any sense, does it? I think I might have hit on something major here. I have just one more question, Emma. Oh yeah? What is it? Mr. Reyes was stabbed in the back, right? But he was standing in the coffin like this. How would that have worked? Oh right, that. The lead prosecutor has an explanation, actually. Thought the victim might have tried to dodge the sword as it came to the coffin. Then maybe he twisted his body and the sword ended up stabbing him in the back. That still wouldn't line up. That's his theory, anyway. I see, I guess that sounds plausible. Well, I guess that about wraps up our investigation of the stage. Actually, there's still one area behind the curtain. Don't you want to know what's back there? Sure do, but Emma told us not to move or touch anything, remember? Right, Emma? Would you get staring at me? Fine, I'll go open it for you. Wow, look at you, flaunting your lady killer eyes. I have my ways. I'm only doing this so I won't get charged with animal abuse for not throwing you a bone. I guess puppy eyes can be just as effective. Alright, I'll be back. Oh, wow. Why is there a guillotine? Well, go on and investigate to your heart's content, but before you go moving anything... I know, be sure to ask first. Oh, by the way, just examine the backstage. Examine the backstage to move the area beyond the curtain. Okay, I don't know what that means, I'll use my legs instead. If I can actually go over there. Seeing the stage this way kind of breaks the illusion, doesn't it? This goes to show that some things are better left unseen. Oh, listen to you, sounding all grown up and stuff. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll have some cynical one-liners of your own someday too. Oh boy, I can't wait. Anyway, on to more pressing matters, let's examine the backstage area. Whoop. Alright, well, I mean, first off, why is there a guillotine? It's a guillotine! But it's not real, it's just another one of the Trucy's props, I hope. Wonder if it was supposed to appear in the show. Huh? You mean she didn't mention it to you? She said you were going to make a guest appearance on stage for her guillotine trick. No! I definitely remember not agreeing to something like losing my head on national TV. A dustpan, a broom, and a bucket. Guess they use these to keep the stage tidy. I doubt that's what the bucket's for, though. See how it says fire on it? Oh, I guess it's a fire bucket, then. Yeah, I heard the theater owner went out and bought it just for this show. What's a fire bucket? When he heard there was gonna be a fire trick, he flew to the store to get it. Can a little bucket like this really put out a raging fire? Guessing the owner thought it could. I mean, it said fire. Doesn't look like it's in use. In fact, the inside is caked with dust. What's the point of even buying a bucket then? Wait a minute, it means nobody actually prepared for the fire trick after all. I have a feeling this might be an important bit of information. There are dust lines inside the pail. Did they not use it for the first fire trick? Hey, there's a coffin back here, too. Looks like there's a stuffed dragon inside. No, wait, look. It's just an illusion. See, the dragon looks like it's inside. But it's really just painted on the front lid. Wow, 3D magic. Oh wow, you're right. It's really something else. If the show hadn't been canceled, we might have gotten to see this trick too, huh? But what's in it? You can open it, right? Maybe you open it and then out pops the magic dragon. What's this thing? It's a winch. Guess they used it to pull Mr. Hat up. Is he still up there? Oh look, there are two winches. One back there and one up there. Apparently each winch was rigged up to something different. One of them was used to hold the dragon set piece, while the other was connected to that weird puppet up on the catwalk. A weird puppet, huh? Better go check out the catwalk later. And don't let Trucy know she called Mr. Hat weird. Sign that says understage. Bet these stairs go to the understage area, on account of it saying understage. Trucy told me she and her fellow magicians call it the Abyss. I wonder why. Who knows, maybe it's because it's really dark down there or something? Or, you know, the underworld's there. Oh, I bet they got all kinds of magical goodies stashed away down there. Come on, let's go check it out. Huh? The door's locked. Curses, foiled again. If only locks had psychology, I could open them. The entrance to the abyss is barred to a mere mortals like us, huh? Oh well, that's what you call swinging an abyss. Ugh. Looks like this ladder leads to the catwalk overhead. I really have to go up there? Not a cat. Why don't you go up and check it out, Athena? I'm sure you'll like the air up there. And I'll catch you if you fall. Where in the world did you get the idea for— Wait a minute. You saying I'm an airhead? How rude can you get? That's not what I'm saying at all. Now up you go. I'll just wait down here. Okay, now I'm starting to get the picture. You're afraid of heights, aren't you, Apollo? Come on now, this is for Trucy. She needs us, so up the catwalk we go. I guess it's time to put on my big boy pants. Maybe they'll help me with my fall. Why they have to move it with 3D images? Oh look, there he is. Are you alright, Apollo? You're white as a sheet. I'm fine. Don't look down. Justice, don't look down. Justice always looks up. Those green things over there look like cushions. Guess one of them was used to absorb the force of impact when Mr. Hat zipped up to it. Green things. Let's go check it out. Way over there. Oh, the thing he's on. But why is he on top of it? What's that? It's Mr. Hat. That's not good. He's all ripped up. Look, Apollo, it's Mr. Hat. He's attached to a wire. Actually, didn't Trucy say something like they'd quickly raise Mr. Hat up by the wire into a cushion on the catwalk? Maybe the stagehand pulled Mr. Hat up and left him here afterwards? That's rude. That wire attached to his back looks like it's connected to one of the winches down below. Huh? Mr. Hat's cape is ripped. That happened during the show? That's odd. Almost looks like it was slashed with a blade. How in the world did that happen? Apollo, I see that you're trying to take this all in stride, and I respect that. But seriously, you're trembling like a newborn fawn up here. Get it together, man. I can't help it. Gosh. He's just scared of heights. It's normal. The sun isn't that high up. If someone stabbed Mr. Hat, that's the real crime. These set pieces look like a rabbit and a moon. Although, they look kind of like they could be a duck and a croissant, too. What? I could see the croissant. Moon croissants are normal, but it looks like a duck? Oh, I see it. The ears are the mouth. Yeah, I could see that being a duck. This just in, rabbits or ducks. What do they look like to you, Apollo? The Grim Reaper, and a guy falling to his death. No, I don't see it. I mean, I guess the ears could be a scythe. Come on, let's wrap up this investigation before your imagination catches up with you. Huh? It's catching up with me. The winches. Ah, that's a big pulley. And a small one, too. Looks like it's connected to one of the winches down below. Dragon set piece must have been hanging from this. Hey look, there are cushions attached to the underside. Well, what are you standing way over there for? Come on over and look. You're not gonna try to push me off, are you? Seriously, Apollo? Come on. I just nudge you a little towards the edge. Here, do you want me to hold your hand? Yes, actually, if you wouldn't mind. Looks like you're right, and Trucy mentioned something about this, didn't she? Cushion was supposed to absorb the force of impact when Mr. Hat was pulled up. Why is he all cut up? Also, we should... Well, I guess we need Emma's permission, but... We should probably save Mr. Hat. Looks like Mr. Hat is rigged to this smaller pulley. Let's see, how did it go? After being blown a kiss, Mr. Hat goes wild, and just as he's about to stab the coffin, he gets pulled up to the catwalk. The smokescreen was to hide his ascent from the audience view. Although you can see his shadow. I think it does it for the catwalk. Think we missed anything? Nope, 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 didn't miss a single thing. We're done here. Yep, that's sirree, I'm going down already. Take it you're ready to go down. Yep, I think I'm already down. Feel like fainting spell coming on. Oh, brother. You don't need me to hold your hand again, do you? Nah, that'd be awkward on a ladder, so... Phew, on the surface, where gravity cannot claim my life. Great. All done? Pretty much. Just one thing. Sure, the understage passage was locked. Any way we can get down there? That place, they locked up as soon as the police finished our investigation down there. If you want to check it out, you have to ask the magician. Yeah, Teresa's at the detention center, so she can't help us. Guess we'll have to look for somebody else from the show. Okay, and I better get back to my own investigation. See you around! Too bad about the understage area, but at least we've learned a few things. Yeah, like one of your greatest fears. I wasn't talking about that. I mean, how all the behind-the-scenes stuff is set up. Let's see, we found out there are 2 winches backstage. Mr. Hat was rigged to the first winch. And the dragon set piece was attached to the other one. And both of them were used during the show. Right after the body was discovered, the dragon set piece fell to the stage. And in the chaos that ensued, the culprit could have switched the rubber sword for the real one. Looks like the best way to prove Trucy's innocence is to identify the real killer. I wonder who it could be. Ah, what a complete and utter mess. This is great, just great. Ah, right, kid is a bush league. Small potatoes, half grown as has been. Someone on stage. Wonder who it is and what they're doing. Maybe we should go talk to them? Or we'll just stand here and stare at Athena? Excuse me, are you connected to the show? Eh? What, you two got a couple more headaches for me to handle? Got my hands full as is. Hey, I remember this guy. Hey, you there. There I am. What the heck's going on? They wouldn't let me in. Me, for crying out loud. I'm Mr. Rettins. How do you say that? There was an accident during the show. An accident? Great, just great. It's all I need right now. You any idea how much money was sinking into this program? Yeah. I don't like his face. I don't like his smug way of holding coffee either. I also thought for a second his finger was in the coffee mug, but he's wearing a ring. Yeah, can we have your fingerprints, please? Just get it off his coffee. Also, he has money sticking out of his pocket. Could you be more pretentious? Also, hang on, my chair is breaking. Okay. That man who was going off with the staff in front of the theater. I ain't never seen you guys before. If I had to guess, you'd say you're not production staff. Huh? What's that I spot with my little eye? An attorney's badge. Ah. Well, how do you do? I didn't know you fine folks were lawyers. A business card, if you would. Charmed to make your acquaintance, I'm sure. Oh, thank you. So you're from the TV station, I take it? Sharp as a tack, you are. I'm producer of the TV special. All my idea, by the way. I'm Apollo Justice, Trucy's right defense attorney. Oh, Trucy Wrights. Alright, never mind. Ain't that a kick in the head? How about you open with that tidbit next time, champ? Okay. What happened to the smoozy Magoo bit? I'm Roger Rettins. Hold the applause. No autographs, kids. I'm on the clock. Apollo, this guy looks really familiar, but I can't quite... Really, kid? Try this one on for size. Hang loose, baby. Hang loose? Apollo, it's the Ratings Raja from Take-Two TV. He's huge, crazy huge. Like a real famous producer and definitely not a murderer. Really? Never heard of him. Seriously, man? What kind of cave do you crawl out of? Roger Rettins, the Ratings Raja, tied to the TV screen. Still not ringing a bell? Ain't seen my hit Saturday night talk show at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central? No. Can't say that I have. I watch real shows. Like Animus. You're blowing my mind, kid. You even know what TV is? Say it with me now. Television. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the incident? No, what kind of comeback is that? Grow some backbone, kid. I basically lobbed that one at you. Now hit me with your best, Bob. Viewers will love that. Come on, you gotta sell it. Sell what? Merchandise? Say something funny for the nice people at home. Go on, hit me with your best shot. My best shot? We're rolling here. Hell yeah, for they change the channel. Chop, chop. Okay, here goes. Talk to the hand. Kapow. Talk to the hand. Kapow. What? Kapow? Really? And why are you pointing all dramatically like we're in court? I don't know. Just seemed like the thing to do. It seemed like the thing to do when you didn't yell objection. Phoenix has much to teach you. Apollo. Oof, that's going in the cringe reel for sure. Think we can all agree that was a mistake. If I choked any harder, I'd need the Heimlich maneuver. I blame myself, really. Should've known better than waste good film on a nobody. So, you want an exclusive or what? I'm going to just assume the money he's fanning himself with is Monopoly money. No way this guy wouldn't have been murdered already. His magic show was being broadcast live on TV, wasn't it? And you were the producer, right? That's right. Rise of Magic Star versus Old School Gramarye. It's gonna be wild. We're gonna have viewers vote for their favorite magician during the show. And the loser would have had a really embarrassing prank done to him. That's terrible. It was gold, I tell you. Guaranteed ratings. I don't know. Sounds kinda tacky if you ask me. I'm telling you, man. Tacky stuff sells. Modern viewers eat this stuff up with a spoon. Trust me. All I gotta do is serve it up nice and hot, and they won't even reach for the fork. A feast for the eyes. More like junk food for the brain. That little brat had to go and ruin everything with that accident of hers. You have any idea how many times they dragged me over here to prepare for today? Twice? Let's know this theater pretty well if you came by that often. Ah, it gives me an idea. How about this? Yeah, thinking the same thing. That stuff really sells, and then you really watch it and you're like, why did I like this? Mad Mindscape with the magical murderess. Closest comrades come clean. Tell me, is Trucy always showing signs of being unhinged? Well, kinda. When could you tell she was about ready to snap? This guy's cruising for a bruising, Apollo. As long as you don't get caught on camera, go ahead. Truth be told, not surprised about the way things turned out. Magicians are pretty much the dregs of society, am I right? No? I think murderers kind of take the cake on that one, but I guess we have a magician murderer, technically. What's that supposed to mean? What were you doing at the time of the incident? Shooting a show in the station studio. Had a whole bunch of girls in bikinis wrestle each other for the camera. Ugh. You didn't see the accident as it actually happened? That's right. That's why I was shocked when I first got here. You didn't hear about the accident until he arrived, huh? Or he's just lying. I guess what you really want to know is whether or not I have an alibi, am I right? The staff at the TV studio can vouch for me, sadly. Why not get there and ask him yourself? Assuming you can afford it. Give them my card and they'll let you in. You have an alibi, huh? Good to know. Magicians are all a bunch of good-for-nothings if you ask me. Con artists and thieves are what they are, says the one fan himself with money. They trick people and take their money, like mine. Coming from you, that's rich, pal. Thanks, Apollo. I'm justified as always. Magic tricks aren't the same as con jobs, you know. That's right. People watching never feel like they've been cheated. All spout hypocritical nonsense. Big surprise there. LOL. And post. Did he just post about us in real time? Those Grammys are all criminals. It's in their blood. Trucy Wright ain't no different. That girl's no good. She may look all sweet and innocent, but she's a stone-cold killer. Don't you dare talk about Trucy like that. You don't know the first thing about her. You'll find a sweeter, harder-working girl anywhere, period. Ah, she got the wool pulled over your eyes, I see. What are you talking about? You'll see, I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark heart behind that sweet smile. Prove those Grammary magicians are all a bunch of lowlives. You have a grudge against Trucy? Maybe against all of Troop Grammary? TV is a window to the truth. That's why I do nothing but tell lies. I don't like that magic stuff with streetwise charlatans that perform it. It's a shame. Crying shame, I tell you. Oh, was it supposed to be a fun, lighthearted program turned into this sorry affair? I have to sell the news outlets all over the world if I'm going to make my money back. Trucy Wright will make her debut, alright. Not as a magician, but as a criminal. My duty to report it. Can't let a tragedy like this happen again, now can I? Even if she gets off somehow, I'll make sure she never walks the streets again. We won't let that happen. We won't let you do that to her. Gotta prove her innocence in court. Heh. Listen to you acting all high and mighty. Here's another money grubber. I know how you lawyers do things. Stop at nothing to win. I beg your pardon. You win your trials, you get fat stacks, right? Money really all you care about? You really know nothing about what we do you? We barely afford a bowl of ramen. Have we ever been paid? I mean, I know we technically have been paid, but Phoenix does make it out to seem like he never really gets paid a lot. I doubt Albie paid him. What's with him, Apollo? Why won't he listen? But enough about me. Let's kill you. I'm all about offer Trucy a fair share. Won't stop until she's behind bars. That's how we in the media dish out justice. That's how we in the media dish out justice. True. I guess it was a pretty priceless payment. Before you even get into court, my expose is gonna take you down. Not if I have anything to say about it. Well, gotta get back to the station. Hang loose, baby. Wait, why is Emma just standing over there? Looks like the prosecution won't be our only opponent this time. No way you're gonna let that guy have his way either. That's right. Well, we didn't see Larry at all last game. Despite Phoenix being back in court. We saw Edgeworth though, which was nice. Okay, we're done with this stage. Let's go someplace else. Still wish we could check out that understate's passage. What else can we investigate right now? I guess we go give Trucy her thing? Nope. Dressing room it is, then. And all that's left to check out is that understate's passage. I have to try to get one of the staff members to unlock the door. Someone just came into the dressing room. Oh, it's you people again. You came back. Yep. I saw you, you know. Oh, it's you, the bunny assistant from the show, right? What? Oh, yes, that's right. My name is Bonnie DeFam. Did I say that right? You can't imagine a little rabbit hopping along in this song. I remember her talking to us earlier. Do we need a flashback to the same room? Performing magic is like walking a tightrope. There's always an element of danger. One little mistake can even cost you your life, you know? I wonder if she'll make it across today. What do you mean by that exactly? Oh, nothing. Now, if you excuse me, I've got a murder to commit. Said some pretty strange things then. I saw you take it. You took something from my dressing room. Oh, Bonnie, that teleportation trick you did was amazing! Fantastic, what? Thank you. But what you did... So stealing is... What other kinds of magic tricks can you do? Can you turn into a rabbit? Can you take a tiny rabbit out of your hat, and then that rabbit takes a tinier rabbit out of its tiny hat? Me? Well, how about this? Yep. Where did it go? Splitindo! I think Bonnie's trying to say something to us. She is. Thank you, Mr. Thief. Thief! I saw you take that notebook. Please don't take things from my dressing room. Huh? So it's true what they say. Thieves really do return to the scene of the crime, don't they? Thieves? I thought it was just arsonists in real life. What? Guess that means she really saw us, huh? I bet this looks pretty bad. If you return what you stole right now, I won't call the police. Oh boy. You got it all wrong. We're Trucy's lawyers. She asked us to bring the notebook to her. Trucy's lawyers? Oh, I'm so sorry I called you thieves. You really thought we were thieves, why are you still doing magic tricks for us? I can't help it. Whenever anybody asks, I just can't bring myself to refuse. That means she's a real people person, or that she aims to please a little too hard? In that case, can you tell us the secret to your teleportation trick? But, well, I don't know if I should. Oh no. Oh! Well. If I keep up the pressure, she might just tell us. I've been dying to know. Leave the poor girl alone. Are you investigating the case? Yeah, that's right. I'm Trucy's biggest fan. I just love her to bits. I'd do anything to help her. We appreciate that. In that case, we might even ask you a few questions. Bonnie. You're a magician, right, Bonnie? That's right. My specialties are teleportation and this little trick right here. Ta-da! Huh? Looks like Mr. Bunny's in a bad mood right now. Maybe because I dropped him on the floor and didn't pick him up. Or that she messed up. Then you're a big fan of Trucy's, right? Oh yes, I look up to her more than anyone else in the whole world. What about her makes you respect her so much? She's just incredible. Not only is she extremely talented, but she's so cool under pressure and always manages to keep a smile on her face. In spite of all that talent, she works harder than anybody I know. You couldn't ask for more out of a magician. Something has shifted into hyper fangirl drive. I love the unique way she does her tricks and how I especially love her magic trick, which is both cute and comical. First time I saw her do that trick, I was so impressed and so moved. I've gone to her shows to perform in many times and blah 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 blah. And that's why I think Trucy's is top class. A real first-rate magician. Alright, I think you're right, Flamurai. Unless this is the best act of the century, she's probably innocent. Or, she had a body double. There are 2 rabbits back there. I see. I think I have a pretty good idea of how much you adore her now. Oh, was I talking too much? I'm so sorry. I better be careful about when and how I ask her about Trucy. Anyway, that's why I'll do anything. Anything at all. Even kill. To help Trucy. Oh, Mr. Liar, you just have to prove her innocence. Don't worry. I plan to do just that. I wish Trucy could see that she has people like Bonnie in her corner rooting for her. I'm sure she knows, probably. You were in the magic show, right? That's right. I take it you saw my teleportation trick? Yeah, it was just wonderful. You moved from one place to another in the blink of an eye. I admit it was pretty amazing. I have no idea how you transport yourself over such a distance in a split second. Must be so fun to be able to do a trick like that. Teleportation looks so cool. It's like a superpower or something. Yeah, my trick is turning some heads in the magic world right now. They're calling it a new miraculous magic. Some even say it's a real deal. Heh. Real magic, huh? Oh, there must be an explanation, but it sure does look real. Says the one with the magic bracelet. I just have to figure that trick out. I want to do it myself. Oh, you'll never figure it out. I always perform it perfectly. Speaking of magic bracelet. Ah, it's feeling. Looks to me like Bonnie's hiding something. I don't think this was the pose she was in, but... Gotta be one of her hands. Aha! A tiny rabbit comes out of your hat when you're lying. The ultimate tell. Bonnie, when you said perform it perfectly, your right hand would tremble and move your hat a tiny bit, revealing a tiny rabbit. I even caught a glimpse of the little rabbit hiding underneath. Huh? Did you really perform the teleportation trick perfectly this time? Of course, I got that part right. What do you mean, that part? Oops. Wait a minute, are you saying that you... Pick the... What? What do these two have to do with anything? Might have performed the teleportation trick flawlessly. What about Trucy's escape trick after that? You make some kind of mistake during that? Oh, well... Well, did you? You see... Did you or didn't you? I did. You're absolutely right, Mr. Lawyer. I made a mistake during Trucy's escape trick. I'm sorry I lied. Ew, feel like I pulled off a magic trick of my own just by trying to get that out of her. Ratatouille. Ta-da! Now, if they made a show like that, it would be nothing but carrots. And then you'd have everyone complaining about how rabbits don't really eat carrots. They eat bugs. So you made a mistake during Trucy's escape trick? Yeah, I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. But I made a huge goof. So, did Troopy explain to you how the escape trick works? Yeah, she knew we need to know for our investigation, so she shared the secret. Let's see. After Trucy escaped from the coffin down the understage passage, Mr. Hat was pulled up to the catwalk by a winch. Trucy would then pop up on stage through the trap door. I was operating Mr. Hat at the time, but I flubbed up where I was supposed to have him stand. I was supposed to make Mr. Hat stand on the left of the coffin, but I messed up and had him stand on the right by accident. Hmm? Did you? That matches up with what we saw during the show. Huh? But then, doesn't that mean... Trucy would end up popping up from the side of opposite of Mr. Hat? Yeah, she would have if she hadn't done some quick thinking on her feet. She managed to pop up on the right side of the coffin for me. The eyes never knew a mistake had been made. Way to go, Trucy! But my mistake caused her so much trouble. I think I better ask Trucy about this later, too. Oh, by the way, we'd like to investigate the understage passage. Would that be alright? Oh yes, by all means. Anything to help prove Trucy's innocence. I'll unlock it for you. Hey, there you are. You got a minute? Oh, Mr. Retinas. Yeah, of course. Ah, you, Bunny, the lawyers. There's the one I want to see. Yeah, business with us? Hey, you two are from the same agency as Trucy. Is that true? Yeah, that's right. It's for you, then. Hang loose. Contract between Take-Two TV, the first party, and Trucy Wright, the second party. If, through the fault of the second party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full, the second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party. $3 million? Yeah, it's more like it. The shocked reaction, the dopey expression. Yeah, you'll make a great comedian. Really? I know. I'll pull you in my show. We'll get one of those cartoon anvils to fall on your head. Wait a minute. Is this for one of those hidden camera prank shows? Nah, it's a real anvil. You wish, that's an official contract. See for yourselves. You're the lawyers after all. You should know when you see one, right? He's right, it's all signed and everything. No one could fake that. You make sure your agency pays what Trucy owes me in full. You kidding me? Right, anything agency doesn't have that kind of money. And I guess you're gonna have to go fishing for some. I can see it now. Craziest catch. Legend of the seasick lawyers. Fishing on the high seas? No thanks. I can't even swim. Objection! What kind of ridiculous, low-down, unfair, one-side contract is this? Hey now, nothing ridiculous here. It's all perfectly legit, and definitely not staged at all. It's got a signature on it, see? I've always even got to see the stupid look on your faces. It's priceless. And post. I'm getting responses already. It's gonna go viral. No! How could he? Bye-bye, reputation. That's gonna be important. You ain't seen nothing yet. I want to drive troop Grammarys and everyone associated with it into the ground. Serves you right for getting involved with the Grammarys. What's this grudge you have against the Grammarys, anyway? Huh? What are you talking about? Stress is making you paranoid, champ. Come on, Bonnie, have more filming to do. Oh, yes, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, and I'll unlock the door to the understage passage for you later. Later, lawyers. Hang loose. Why would Trucy sign a contract like this? Why'd all this have to happen when Mr. Wright isn't here? I'll have to come back to the understage later. Let's hear Trucy's side of the story. Good thinking. Can't let you hit the high seas just yet. Must be something we can do. Can't let Ratings Roger get his way. Well, you know, good thing we didn't do it. Why can't I skip it this time? 3, 2, 1, ta-da!
Wow, now you made my handcuffs disappear. How'd you do that?
Doing magic tricks for the guard? Now, should I try making you disappear next, Mr. Guard?
Can you do that? Oh, yes, please. This is definitely not a threat. This is so exciting.
You should probably stop her before there's another incident. Trucy! Oh, hi, Polly. Athena. Yep. Like, maybe the prosecutor will let her go because he'll just be like, you know what? You're clearly innocent. Yeah, I have some more questions for you. Judging by the look on your faces, it must be about something big. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Things have gotten a little sticky. I remember giving that thing she asked for, too. Why are you vague? Trucy, you remember this contract? Yeah, I signed it before I went on stage. What about this liability for compensation article here? Liability for compensation? What are you talking about? Let me see that. What? $3 million? As I suspected, she didn't know about that part. I've never seen this article, and I read the whole contract from top to bottom. Oh yeah, I'm sure the guy will be totally normal and not a huge pain, like more than the other pains. And yeah, as I suspected, right as I saw the contract, it was totally fake. Yeah, I didn't think you'd miss such a big thing. There's your signature, so what's going on? Maybe there was some kind of trick involved? You know, like when I signed it. In other words, you think there might be some foul play afoot? Of course it would be illegal, but when does this series care about that? I mean, the judge in Kararan probably would, if the princess said to. I'm willing to bet that Ratings Raja is the one behind it. Bonnie told us about the mistake she made on stage. Oh, you mean the one where Mr. Hat had been placed? Even I was at a loss what to do for a second there. So how'd you fix the problem? No, I was down on the understage passage when I found out. Had to work my butt off to fix it, let me tell you. You're only down there for like 10 seconds. After I escaped from the coffin and went downstage to the understage passage, I got a signal from Bonnie saying she made some mistake with Mr. Hat's positioning. No joke, I was freaking out. After all, I had to be back up on stage in a few short minutes. Magical girl Trucy Wright was faced with an unprecedented crisis beneath the stage. Would this spell the end for Trucy and Grammary Land? And then what happened? Athena, you were there. Athena's totally hooked. I was supposed to get back up on the stage through trapdoor number 1 on the left. Using a platform that could be raised or lowered called a stage lift. I'm glad it's not a Zonai spring. Just launch her into the air. Although she could probably use her cape as a paraglider. There was a stage lift ready and waiting on the lowered position under trapdoor number 1. Mr. had been placed on the right, above trapdoor number 2 by mistake. There was another stage lift under trapdoor number 2, but it was in the raised position, since we hadn't planned on using it. Okay, so how'd you get back up onto the stage? Why, through brute strength, the greatest magic. I couldn't lower stage lift 2 by myself. So I pushed it back and out of the way. Then I moved the lowered stage lift number 1 to place under trapdoor number 2, and then I smacked it. This thing is heavy. I wish I could have moved it with magic. Unfortunately, my magic is useless under the stage. Understage is a dark abyss that drains magicians of all their powers. And I can see why it's called the Abyss. Never knew it could take so much out of you. That's just how it goes in the real world. Illusions are created by the blood, sweat, and tears of behind the scenes. Wow, I learned so much just now. Like how you're into dark rituals with blood, sweat, and tears. Trucy, have you told anybody else about all this? Nope, nobody. This sounds like some critical information. I better make a note of it. Trucy statement added to the court record. Alright, and now we give her the thing, finally? Here you go, Trucy, here's your notebook back. Oh great, thank you very much. What's written in there anyway? Looks like it's full of secrets or something. That's cause it is. It was originally my granddaddy's Magnifique Grammary's notebook. He used it like a diary, and as a place to jot down ideas for new magic tricks. Some of which only members of the troop Grammary have ever laid eyes on. Wow, this notebook really is a big deal then. Yep, that's why it's always kept under lock and key. I bet a magician would do just about anything to get their hands on that notebook. And we found it mixed in with Mr. Reyes' belongings. Could he really have been trying to steal it? We're not going to mention that to her? The troop Grammary's creed is also written inside. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. That creed was passed down from my dad, as his dad passed it on to him. And, you know, I guess I kind of passed it on to current dad. It's true that Trucy always keeps a smile on her face. Guess it's due, in part, to her family creed. Uh-huh. Trucy, I want to talk about where we found this notebook. Oh good, we are going to tell her about this. We found this notebook mixed in with all of Mr. Reyes' belongings. What? Do you think he might have been trying to steal it? No way, I can't believe it. The great Mr. Reyes would never do such a thing. Would it be so far-fetched if he was after Troop Grammary's secret tricks? Makes for a pretty compelling motive to take the notebook. In any case, we better focus on doing something about this contract for now. Trucy's signing in her dressing room, right? We better do a little more investigating there. I'm so sorry I put the two of you through all this. Don't worry, it would have happened anyways. We'll get to the bottom of this. Gotta be some kind of mistake. If you need me to, I'm willing to take drastic measures. With my magic! You're not planning on pulling some magical money out of there, are you? No. My magic is much better at making things disappear than appear. Do I want to know what she's planning to make disappear? Is it the guard? Apollo, we have to do something, anything to fix it. I agree. Let's check out the dressing room again for starters. Okay, and finally check out that understage passage too. There's so much to do. The abyss? You have to go through the backstage area. Be careful down there. Dressing room. I hope someone's feeding those bunnies. And the bird. Hey, this is where Trucy signed that contract. Right, and there must have been some kind of trick that was used when she signed it. Question is, what kind of trick and how was it done? Some kind of object or tool was used, there still may be a trace of it somewhere. Like with the pen, or the paper, or the clipboard. Well, it's time to find the secret to that trick. I don't know how to say that. Let's do this. Oh, the clipboard's just, you know, right here. That chocolate. Huh? Hey, look at this clipboard.
Could you sign this, please, ma'am?
Sure thing, just one sheet in this clipboard, right? And this is the clipboard Trucy used when she signed the contract? I think you're right. Let's give it a once over. Let's try opening the folder. Nothing outright suspicious. This part here holds papers in place. Could this clip have something to do with how they conned her? Ow! It bit me! Only you get hurt by a clipboard, Athena. No comment. Looks like a screw. Guess that means this clipboard can be taken apart. I can't loosen this one without a screwdriver. Hey, this screw, it's different from the others. Not only that, but I think it's loose. Look, I can move it. Are you sure you should be fooling with it like that, Apollo? Boink. Whoa, it came right out. See, I tried to tell you, but would you listen? No. Hey, take a look through the hole, Athena. I think there's something back there. Wow, you're right. What is it? Really, what is it? Why do I have to look again? Oh, it loosened something in the back? Hey look, the back panel is loose. I think I can take it off. Got it! You're just breaking things left and right today, aren't you? Look, there's something inside! What is this black sheet of, I want to say, paper? But it might be like a sushi wrap? Seaweed? I know, it's carbon paper. You put between two pieces of paper and it copies what you write onto the bottom one. So when Trucy signed the contract, there was actually another contract underneath. And her signature on the top contract got copied onto the hidden contract. But that's how Trucy was conned. This is that ratings Rada's doing, I just know it. How dare he? Gotta hand it to him, though. Couldn't have been easy fooling Trucy. That girl's no slouch. Yeah, but I bet if we use this clipboard as evidence if we ever take this to trial. Or bet we can. Well, we figured out the trick. As stupid as that trick is. Thankfully, our judge is actually pretty smart most of the time. If we explain it to him, I'm sure he'll be like, "That's stupid. That's ridiculous. I can't uphold that." Hopefully Bonnie unlocked the door for us like she said she would. Yeah, he's a bit slow, but he'll reach the finish line. The door's unlocked! Thank you, Bonnie. Well, Athena, here we go. Into the abyss. The magic is made in the abyss. Is that a mouse? Sure is dark and dusty down here. The abyss, the magical underworld, and look, there's a denizen of the abyss now. A fearsome beast with long, sharp fangs, ready to prey on unsuspecting souls. Huh? What are you... Oh, you mean that tiny little rat over there? No, I mean that fearsome beast over there. Take it you don't like rodents. Hmm. There he is. There he goes. What's this glowy stuff? Oh, it's glow-in-the-dark tape. Hey, this must be what I saw through the secret door on the bottom of the coffin. But who put it there and why? It's probably a marker of some sort since it's dark down here. Sounds about right. It was meant to mark which ladder to climb. This the rubber sword? This sword's the exact same design as the murder weapon. Wait, what's this? Ow! What are you doing? That hurts! I think I'm bleeding out! Oh, stop being such a drama queen. It's only rubber. Huh? Hey, you're right. I'm still bleeding out, though. This must be the sword Trucy used during the trick. After the incident, someone must have switched this rubber sword with the real one on stage. Maybe that's when they brought the rubber sword here. I mean, whoever did that would know about the things being swapped. Look at the hat. Look at all these props. Hey, there's something in this hat. A dove? Cards? A juice box and some snacks. Ah, a great magic trick. Looks like somebody planned to have a little treat in the middle of the show. I'm gonna make it big someday too. Just you wait and see. What's that all about? My guess is it's the soul cry of another poor assistant made to toil here in the darkness. And who would know about the soul cry of a bitter assistant better than you, right? You really understand the writer's feelings of despair and frustration. Sadly, yes. Yes, I do. You really shouldn't scribble on the walls, you know, Apollo. It wasn't me! Is there a similar scribble at the Write Anything agency? Also, that rat is getting a workout. The stage lift for getting up to the stage. Looks like the crank lowers the platform. Tracy said it's impossible for one person to do it alone. Sounds like a challenge. Now I want to try it. The power of justice? It's probably just broken. Or you could just take people at their word. I'm reading this room right. This by the stage lift Trucy moved during the show. Originally it was there when the stage lift number 1, where stage lift number 1 is now. Uh-huh. Stage lift for getting up to the stage. Trucy moved this one here. Guess it used to be where that yellow tape is. How in the world did she manage to move this huge thing? Couldn't have been easy for her. She's pretty petite. But I bet it'd be easy for you. Just what are you implying? That's it, chump. You're looking at microaggressions later. Did I have to pay for those? Those microaggressions on the aggressions? This ladder goes up to the ceiling. The ceiling or a floor? So I guess it leads to one of the trapdoors on the stage? Trucy must have used this ladder when she escaped from the coffin. Ow. Why don't you climb up there and see if I'm correct? You kidding? Emma would step on my face. It's not so high, it'll be fine, right? Huh? Why me? Make a young lady wearing a skirt climb a ladder? Fine, I'm going. Is Emma gonna kick him? I mean, she's right there. Ah, the lights! It burns! Did he fall? Ow. Are you alright? I can now confirm the ladder does indeed lead up to the stage, and that when I fell, stars followed me. That tasty bit of info was definitely worth risking life and limb for. Well done. Hold up, Apollo. I hear voices. Quick, hide. Huh? Ow! Quit shoving. Hurry up and get down there. Ow, my arm doesn't bend that way. Oh, now it does. What the heck, Athena? Look. I have so much work pertaining to be cute and sweet. Is that Bonnie? Hey, Bonnie, wait for me. And the rating's Raja. What do we have to hide for, Athena? Because I heard something funny. Something off in their voices. Oh, right. Athena's super sensitive hearing. Those lawyers are poking around, trying to stir up trouble. Should I be worried? Relax, I didn't say anything to the police, and I won't say anything to them either. You better not, or you're gonna get it. Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh no, she's an evil bunny. What the? This Mira's body seemed kind of different from before. Apollo, shh! I'm sick and tired of this whole investigation. All I want is Trucy's head on a platter. Heh, leave everything to me. Don't forget the power of mass media. TV can accomplish anything. I'll make sure that Trucy gets much worse than guilty verdict. Huh. I can't wait to see that girl crying and begging for mercy. You really hate Trucy, don't you, Bunny? I hate her. I loathe her. I can't stand that Trucy Wright. Because she's a little good at matters, she thinks she's all that. Exactly what that sniveling brat deserves. Hey, what the heck? You mess this up, you're gonna really be sorry. You hear me? I'll crush you flat. Like a cockroach under my foot. Not the response I was expecting. Oh, you cute little thing. You're so adorable when you're throwing a fit. Ow, down my foot! Ah, can't you take a joke? Come on, grab my things. We're leaving. Lead the hippity hopping away, my little bun. Uh-huh. Well, that happened. What was that absolutely revolting scene all about? I guess the entertainment industry attracts all kinds of eccentrics. As does the courtroom. That conversation set off every red flag in the book. You said it! I smell plot with a capital P-U. Huh? I don't think that's how that's spelled. Retinas claims that he was in the TV station at the time of the incident. We saw Bonnie on stage ourselves. Hey Apollo, I have an idea. Why don't we Take Two TV a visit? Check up on Rainy Roger's alibi when we're there. Sounds like a plan. Alright, another place to investigate. Is this the gamble is right? Gamble Gambit. Scandal Gamble Gambit. Yikes, look at this place. So much going on at once is making my head spin. And the floor. Take a look at the screen, listen to those hosts. Magical murder. Live audiences witness shocking skewering. 17-year-old magician Trucy White. See exclusive unedited footage of the heinous crime, complete and uncut. And the screen died. Can't let them broadcast that. Trucy will get tried in the court of public opinion. And I doubt we can stop them from airing it. Unless I just pour coffee on the screen right now. Well, we can prove her innocence in a real court of law. Which won't be filmed. No matter what garbage they report on TV, we can set the record straight at the trial. It is interesting that they have 3D models for these random people that we probably won't talk to. Maybe we'll talk to this guy. Pardon me, I know you're busy right now.
What are you guys, street?
Street? Does that mean people off the street or something? We're Trucy Wright's lawyers?
Oh, okay, lawyers, got it. Well, what do you want?
Must be really busy. I didn't even look this way. We're investigating the incident that occurred at the magic show this morning, and we heard Roger Retina's in the charge of that program.
Yeah, that's right. Guy hates magic, but the show was all his idea. Just between you and me, I think it was Bonnie that egged him on.
Egged him on? How so?
I saw the two of them together. You know, walking arm in arm. Bet she sweet-talked him into doing the program because she wanted the work. Hasn't been selling very well on her own, apparently.
I see.
Oh, hey, if you're looking for into the incident, guess you want the show footage, right? It's on the disc in my back pocket. If you want it, go ahead and fish it out. Just reach into your back pocket?
Wow, thank you very much. Turned out to be surprisingly helpful.
I mean, I'm glad he didn't suddenly go, "Hey, I've got a thief over here. He's clearly reaching into my back pocket." That would have been another evil twist.
Slot machine and roulette wheel, huh? They really went on with the gambling thing. Looks like that slot machine really works. I always wanted to give gambling a try. No, Athena, it's not worth it. Besides, you're not even old enough to gamble in most states yet. That's alright. I get to experience it enough in court. Guessing whether you'll win or lose the case at any given day. Thanks a lot for the vote of confidence. Don't worry, Apollo. I only bet on winners that I haven't lost yet. Uh-huh. Excuse me. We're looking into the incident that happened at the magic show this morning.
Oh, yeah, I was the cameraman for that.
You were awful. Can you tell us anything what you saw?
Bonnie's super adorbs.
That's not exactly what I...
I couldn't get enough of it. Filmed it the whole time. Got some primo footage, if I say so myself.
I better quit before he decides to share what he intends to do with said footage.
Can I talk to this person?
I can. Wonder what that guy sitting down there is doing. Yeah, it looks like he's reading that script he's holding.
What? Are you serious? Those two were gonna break up? What? And then this series going on hiatus because the cartoonist is sick? No way!
I think he's reading a comic book he's hiding in his script. You gotta goof on set, that's a pretty bold way to do it.
Huh.
Is that a cat? Must be a video production workstation of some sort. That coffee cup looks awfully familiar.
Yeah, it's where Mr. Retin always sits. He's very hands-on, you know. You always find him on the set of his project, except, you know, right now. He was here at the station during the magic show, right? Oh. Yeah, well, he had 2 shows going on at once this morning. He had his regular program overseas here, so he couldn't be at the Penrose.
They can vouch for him that he was here at the station during the magic show.
What, like an alibi? Sure can. He was definitely here. Then after a little while, he can't stand being away from Penrose, it seems. As soon as his part was over here, he took a taxi to the theater. They apparently didn't get there until after the thing had already occurred.
Sounds like he has a rock-solid alibi. Well, I guess we got just about everything we can out of this place.
The crew were surprisingly helpful. I thought they'd have more, like, loyalty to their boss, but...
Looks like Retina's alibi is pretty airtight. If that's true, then who could have killed Mr. Reyes? Looks like we're pretty much done here. Should we go back to the office? We can get a snack and talk over our plan to attack. Sounds good to me.
Yep, when you're on TV, your only loyalty belongs to your paycheck.
Ow. Thankfully, I don't have a paycheck, so I'm loyal to all of you. What in the world? I don't think that's how that works. You can't repossess the beanie. Or Apollo's jacket. At least they let us keep the teacup. What's going on here? All these stickers say repossessed. Who did this? Who's responsible for this?
Oh, now it's a restricted area, champ. No trespassing. Oh, it's you.
Trespassing? This is our office. You're the one who's trespassing.
Enough with the lip, boy. Don't tell me you forgot about your debt. The debt that hasn't been improved in court yet?
What are you talking about?
I'm just abiding by the contract. If the agency can't pay me, I have every right to seize its property, am I right?
Just like that? We haven't even had a chance to take this to trial.
You're gonna make me be mad. Shouldn't Trucy be the one you're mad at? I told you. Serves you right for getting involved with the Grammarys.
Oh, you dirty rotten. What are you gonna do with all of our stuff?
Sell it, of course. Every last bit of it. That's how I'm seizing everything. I'll take this little office of yours, too.
Think you can just waltz in here and do whatever you want? Yep. Indeed I do, unless you write whatever warehouse joker's got 3 million ready. That's a no then, because I gotta recoup my money somehow. After all, the entire program went south because of Trucy. It's all called liability for compensation. This infantile agency is liable party. Ah, you black-hearted... Hey Apollo, what about the crooked clipboard? It's no good. We only proved that Retinas was behind it. Darn. You're gonna have to do better than that, folks. Looks like the famed Mr. Wright left behind nothing but incompetent noobs to run things. No way. He was counting on Mr. Wright to be away for this plan of his? What a two-bit thug. Whatever. We'll show him. There's the sugar, that expression. It's priceless. How's it feel to lose the precious office your boss left you in charge of? Say something dumb. Yeah, they've just stolen it. Or, you know... Don't hear from your boss how he got hit by a taser and then had crucial evidence stolen from him. Not to rub it in or anything. I think you should know where you stand right now. Oh man, where do I stand? Right in front of you, within punching distance. Here, have a gander. The trial of a young up-and-coming magician, Trucy Wright, was scheduled for tomorrow. Is scheduled for tomorrow. We're here just outside the office of the suspect, hoping for an exclusive peek inside. What? Is this live? Apollo, look! There's a sea of reporters outside. Oh, a questionable-looking pair are peeking through the window at this very moment. Our viewers at home can see for themselves of the vicious, brutal expressions. Yellow journalism at its finest. And that's the way it is. The majority of the public already thinks Trucy is guilty. They saw the whole thing happen with their own eyes during the show's live broadcasts. Everybody in the country is against you. I don't know about everyone in the country. Maybe in like the general area. No office, no allies. You sure you still want to represent that girl? Of course we do. We believe in her innocence. Go ahead, think what you want. It's a free country. No, you'll be the biggest losers in the end. In the meantime, feel free to keep flopping around like the dying fish you are. And then you gotta be out of here by tomorrow. Take this cozy little office tonight while you still can. Hang loose. Goodbye. I can't believe we let Mr. Wright's office get placed under seizure. Of all the... This is just ridiculous. Look out. Clear out. We don't want murderers here. Hey, if it's a fight you want, I'll take you on. Come on. Yikes, let's get out of here before we get killed too. Can't believe this is happening. You know, this is the point where everyone who we've defended in the past should probably show up, but... You gotta do something to protect ourselves, and fast. It's Mr. Wright! Uh-oh. Apollo! I got your messages! How is she? Is Trucy okay? She's not crying, is she? Does she have a lawyer? Mr. Wright! It's a giant mess. Poor Trucy. In the office. Our office. Apollo? Okay. You both better take a deep breath. Wow, I see. And he's saying you have to be out by tomorrow? That's not even remotely legal. So sorry, Mr. Wright. I wish there was something I could have done. This is quite the mess, isn't it? Even if I left right now, I wouldn't be there in time for the trial tomorrow. I'm sorry, Apollo. I need you to handle this for me. Of course, we can handle the defense, but the office. Too soon to give up on that. What do you mean? Contract only addresses Trucy's liability if she causes the show to be cancelled. You just have to prove in court tomorrow that it wasn't Trucy's fault. Hey, you're right! Everything depends on you winning that trial tomorrow. Trucy's fate and the fate of our office. It's all riding on your shoulders, Apollo. I know. I'll be fine, right? Apollo! I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I can say, with absolute confidence, that you'll be fine.
Really?
Seen you earn victory after victory in some pretty dicey situations, I can relate, and guide Athena, helping her along her way too. It's why I know you're ready, why I know I can leave Trucy and the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Wright.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. I'm fine. Everything will be fine.
You can call me anytime you feel you need to, but I'll be fine on my own, right? Well, I was gonna say I probably won't get it, but
yeah, I think so too. I could do this.
That's the spirit of justice. Give it your best out there, Apollo. Beep.
Can't believe they repossessed our spaghetti too. What is it, Apollo? What are you smiling about? Who, me? It's nothing. Mr. Wright believes in me. I can't let him down. We have to win this trial, Athena. I couldn't agree more, and I'll do everything in my power to help. Our opponent tomorrow, Prosecutor Samadi. Huh? Why now of all times? Still, I don't care who it is. I can't afford to let my guard down for anyone.
Ah, we've met him.
O restless, wandering soul of the dead.
Prosecutor Sadmati.
Sadmati.
Sorry to disturb you, but I figured I should tell you. The lead attorney's been decided. It's Apollo Justice.
Apollo Justice. My old friend. Well. Why does every prosecutor kind of have to look like a supervillain of some kind? Well, not really a supervillain, just a villain. Yes, that includes Edgeworth. At least original Edgeworth. But with that, I will be calling it for now. I'm really surprised the controller's still alive. I mean, it was red 2 hours ago, and it's still bright, glaring red. So yeah, even Glassesworth, he's got the whole, like, pushes up glasses thing going on. Or, you know, really right, and then he takes off his glasses slowly. An objection at this time of day. Like, is there any of them that don't look kinda evil? Even Franziska. Like, with her giant shoulder pads. And her whip, I guess. But this one had a lot of twists and turns. I'm not surprised the bunny is evil, but I was surprised she could pretend to be a fangirl. Unless she has a split personality or some magical junk like that. There, now we have something in the background. But that will be it for right now. I need to probably charge this controller. Oh geez, that's so loud. And find something to eat, I guess. But I hope you all enjoyed our adventure. It was quite a long investigation. There was like 3 different times I was like, alright, this has got to be the last thing. Alright, this has got to be the last thing. Alright, this has got to be the last thing. And then finally, the last thing was our office getting repossessed, which I don't think that's legal in any way, shape, or form. Like, that still has to go to trial and everything to get confirmed. But whatever, it's fine. It's just for the stress. Because if we fail, then not only will Trucy be thrown in jail, then we'll also lose our jobs, and this will be the finale of Ace Attorney. You know, this is the last one. Maybe we're doomed to lose, and this is just the end of the game. Oh no. That's why they didn't have another one after this. I've made myself nervous. But anywho, thanks a lot for watching. I'm sorry that most of my female-ish voices are basically the same voice, but higher-pitched voices hurt my throat. And also, they just sound like Mickey Mouse, so, meh. Either way, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time as we go to a court of law to defend a magician. Still not the weirdest thing we've done. But I might be back later with some Zelders, but we'll see. Boy for now. Have a good night.